The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
Texas played its first game in the Southeastern Conference Saturday at A&M. The Longhorns and Aggies were tied at the half, but A&M pulled away for a 20-point win. Tonight, Texas plays its first SEC home game against your Auburn Tigers. Good evening and War Eagle from the Moody Center with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Bertram. Auburn led by as many as 26 Saturday in that 84-68 win at home against Missouri. Bruce Pearl tied Joel Eves for the most wins in Auburn history. After that historic win, his immediate concern was the Longhorns. Time to celebrate the record after the season. Texas is 11-3. The Longhorns are led by a trio of guards. McDonald's All-American Trey Johnson leads UT at 19 points a game. He's the second leading scorer in the SEC. Janai Broome is third. Johnson, along with Tremont Mark and Jordan Pope, have combined for 77 threes this season. Tonight is the second true road game of the season for Auburn. Like Duke, it's a quad one opponent. Unlike Duke, the Tigers need a victory to keep pace in a rugged SEC. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball. CB&S Bank has been family, community, and financially strong since 1906. Visit cbsbank.com. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Bertram.
Second true road game of the season tonight for your Auburn Tigers. The second-ranked Tigers face UT Longhorns in Auburn's first ever game in Austin, Texas. Just the third ever against Texas. And for Texas, his first home SEC game tonight. Also the first of two road games this week for Auburn. The Tigers on the road at South Carolina Saturday at noon. Along with Randall Dickey, Brad Law in our Auburn Sports Network studios. I'm Andy Bertram. Well, this is a very tough opponent for Auburn tonight. In spite of that 20-point loss at Texas A&M, this team certainly has the attention of the Auburn coaching staff and Auburn tonight just because how explosive this UT team can be on offense.
Well, like a lot of the SEC teams, everybody's going to play better at home. They're going to play more loose, more confident. They're going to shoot the ball a lot better, and Texas will do that tonight. It's imperative that Auburn gets off to a good start. This is a really good test. It's really the only second road game besides the Duke in another building that's actually home to the home court for the Horns, just like it was at Duke and the Blue Devils. And we performed beautifully up there. We just came up just a bit short. This will test us in all areas, front line, on the wings, and at the guard position.
When Auburn's on offense tonight, there's no question that Auburn has the advantage on the inside. However, when the Tigers are on defense tonight, if they don't get back defensively, Auburn's in a bit of trouble.
Well, I think the coaches really stressed that in the game preparation about how fast Texas plays. Almost half their shots made come from the three-point line. And it's really imperative that when you have the ball offensively, that not only that you take good shots, shot selection is going to be really important, but you also take shots that the other four guys know that you're taking, where they know their defensive positioning in case it's a made basket or a missed basket. You know what position to run to quickly because Texas is going to come off the glass or aim after a made basket, and they're going to roll down the floor.
Auburn may send one less guy to the rim tonight offensively just to be able to get back defensively tonight against this very potent Texas offense.
I would love to see what if the Tigers could get off to a good start, score the ball at a pretty easy pace, try to get into their full court pressure to where it makes Texas have to delay just a second to throw the ball in and then dribble the ball for 94 feet instead of advancing the ball on missed shots or quick throw-ins after made baskets and advancing the ball on the pass. It's a lot easier to cover them if they're handling it up on the floor, dribbling instead of passing.
Boy, road and home are so important, maybe even more so this year in the SEC. Just look at the early results from Saturday and already halftime scores tonight. The home teams have the advantage.
Well, I'm going to go way out on a limb here, and it's going to be really an uncomfortable statement, but I think you're going to see an SEC team make the NCAA tournament by going 500 in the SEC play, just because our rankings are so high. Going into league play, South Carolina only had 3 losses starting SEC play. That's phenomenal for an entire league, and we have dominated non-conference opponents so well. Certainly, we're going to beat each other up in SEC play, but it's not going to hurt us on a national scale because we've already set that mark in non-conference.
Offensively tonight, Auburn looks at a Texas team that will play a little bit of zone, will switch to man. Boy, imperative for Auburn to get the ball underneath to Janai Broome and Dylan Cardwell. That's where Auburn feels it has the true advantage when the Tigers are on offense tonight.
I don't think there's any doubt. And I think that also that I think it's imperative on the road. And I go back to the Houston game, and I go back up to Atlanta when we played Ohio State. And we played in Birmingham against Purdue. One of the key things that helped our ball club really excel was we got sparks off the bench. We got point production, rebound production, effort plays off the bench. I don't think there's any difference tonight that we're going to have that.
Auburn and Texas tonight. The Tigers follow it up with a trip to South Carolina this Saturday at noon. It's already been a very surprising night in Southeastern Conference play. And to run through the scores, we send it back to our Auburn Sports Network studios. Here's Bradford T. Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. Auburn is one of 4 top 15 teams in the league playing road games tonight, and the first 2 trailed by double digits at halftime. Let's get to those second half updates.
From the home of the SEC tournament champions to the expanded boundaries of the toughest conference in college basketball, this is the Toyota SEC Report. No matter your destination, Toyota goes with you. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's go first to Gainesville, where number 1 Tennessee hooked up with 8th-ranked Florida. The Gators stormed out of the locker room, scored the first 12 points of the game, led by 19 at the break, and they've extended it since then with 11 and a half minutes to go. It's Florida 51, Tennessee 26. Vols shot just 14% in the first half. They were out-rebounded by 11 in the first half. They're now being out-rebounded by 13, and Florida thoroughly dominating in the paint, 32-10. This is just all Gators. Tennessee 1 for 24 from beyond the arc in this game, and over half of their shots have come from behind the three-point line. Florida 51, and number 1 ranked Tennessee 26. With 11 and change to go in Gainesville. Meanwhile, in Athens, Georgia led number 6 Kentucky by 13 at halftime, thanks in large part to a +10 edge at the free throw line. Dogs buried a 3 at the halftime buzzer as well. So a 13-point lead, but Kentucky has worked it back down to a manageable 5-point game. 55-50 is Georgia's lead, and still an eternity to go. 11 and a half minutes. Kentucky has come out shooting better than 50% in the second half, and that free throw discrepancy has not been the same in the first 8 minutes and change of this second half. Georgia 55, 6th-ranked Kentucky 50 with 11:43 to go in Athens. Auburn goes to Athens, by the way, in a week and a half. 2 more games that will start at the top of the hours, just like ours. Top of the hour, that is, just like ours. Number 14, Mississippi State, is at Vanderbilt. Both teams were winners Saturday, and LSU plays at Missouri. Both those teams lost their openers. It's time now for What's on the Menu, and that's presented by Whataburger. You have been asking for it, okay, and they listened because that's what they do. The Monterey Melt from Whataburger is back. It's made with the same great flavors you've been missing. 2 100% beef patties, grilled peppers and onions, that melty cheese, plus jalapeno ranch. Available for a limited time at Whataburger. Speaking of limited time, a 60-second scout of the Texas Longhorns coming your way from Corey Williams in the next segment, plus Andy Burcham's exclusive pregame visit with Bruce Pearl, Coach Dickey's keys to the game, starting lineups, and then eventually the opening tip. Game time scheduled for 8:05 Central in Austin. It's Auburn and Texas. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccines. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
We are counting it down to Auburn and Texas from Austin, the first ever SEC game at the Moody Center in Austin. Let's learn a little more, dive into the Longhorns a little bit more in our 60-second scout segment. Rodney Terry was named acting head coach at Texas in December of 22. That was in the middle of the Chris Beard scandal. The acting part of the title was removed on Terry's 55th birthday in March the following year. The former Fresno State and UTEP head coach, Terry's teams have a record of 217 wins, 180 losses in 13 seasons. Bruce Pearl said this at his press conference yesterday.
At Duke, place only holds 8.5 or something like that, and we had at least 1,000 people in the building. And so at Duke, we absolutely could hear the crowd. We got off to a great start, but this is going to be an even harder environment.
And here's why. Texas is 38-6 in games at the Moody Center, including 4-1 against top 10 teams in Austin. After losing their opener, the Longhorns won 7 in a row before falling to UConn a month ago. They lost again at Texas A&M Saturday night and set team season lows in points and field goal percentage. They're a hungry 11-3 team. Here is the 60-second scout of Texas with Auburn assistant Corey Williams.
Texas, unbelievable in transition. We got to get back. They have a phenomenal freshman, Trey Johnson, who can shoot the ball from 3. He'll post you up. He'll try to get to the basket as well. But they got other people who are really good as well. So we got to do a good job of contesting the 3, making sure we make sure they take tough shots, and then we got to keep them off the glass. They're going to switch. They'll play a 3-2 zone, and they are hard hedge on ball screens. So we got to understand what we're looking for, and guys have to understand that we have a big advantage on the block. Janai Broome, Dylan Caldwell, Chaney Johnson, those guys have to be efficient around the basketball, and then we have to take tough shots.
What is the challenge of their zone at defense?
Well, you just have to be patient. The middle is open. What they do is, after the second or third pass, they'll go to their man-to-man defense. So you got to understand their zone looks like a 3-2 zone, but really it's a man-to-man once you make a couple of passes. So we have to understand the middle is open, attack the middle, share the basketball, and then take the best shot. We have to understand that and make sure we get the ball where we need to get to, take good shots.
That 60-second scout is presented as always by the Raymond J. Harbert College of Business, home to 7 top 25 programs in the U.S. News and World Report rankings. Harbert, inspiring business. Auburn held Missouri leading scorer Mark Mitchell to just 2 of 9 shooting Saturday, his second lowest field goal percentage of the year. Denver Jones's matchup against 19-point per game scorer Trey Johnson, that will be one to watch tonight. In home games, Johnson shoots 51% from the field, 44% from 3, and averages better than 20 points per outing. His 2 for 13 game at A&M was by far his worst shooting performance of the season. Both teams are healthy coming into tonight's matchup. Nobody listed on either team's injury report officially through the SEC. That pregame medical report is presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders are proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. When we come back, the voice of the Tigers is back to visit with the head coach. It's the Bruce Pearl pregame report. After these important announcements, this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hip pain is not to be taken lightly. It could be a sign of hip impingement. If pain, stiffness, or limping persists, see a hip specialist at the orthopedic clinic. Treatment includes non-surgical options, but if surgery is needed, minimally invasive arthroscopic hip surgery is only available locally at the orthopedic clinic. Don't wait. Schedule an examination today. Call for an appointment, 334-749-8303, or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Do you live in Lee County? You are eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Working in Lee County? You're eligible for a Max Credit Union account. Listening to this radio ad right now? 99% chance you are eligible to have a Max Credit Union account. At Max Credit Union, if you live, work, worship, or attend school in Lee or one of our 26 other counties, you are eligible to open an account with Max. Come see us in Auburn or Opelika or get started now at mymax.com. Some restrictions apply.
Big eating in Auburn and Opelika means Big Mike's Steakhouse, famous for high-quality steaks cooked to perfection on an open-fire grill served in a relaxed, rustic atmosphere. It's happy hour at Big Mike's every Wednesday and Thursday from 4 to 6 and half off select appetizers, draft beer, and well drinks. And don't forget, a Big Mike's gift card will always be the perfect gift for Big City Steak in your hometown. It's Big Mike's Steakhouse in Auburn at Shigjordan Parkway and Wire Road.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Ford presents our exclusive pre-game visit with head coach Bruce Pearl.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Well, Auburn gets the honor of Texas's first ever SEC home game here tonight, Coach.
Well, yeah, and the number 2 team in the country coming in is going to be their first taste of SEC home basketball. It's a really good Texas team. I think every night, Andy, what are we going to say? I mean, we got 16 teams that go into the conference play with 10 or more non-conference wins. And they're 8-1 at home. The only game they lost at home was to UConn, and UConn, I think, actually played the best game I've seen UConn play this year. We're going to have to play really, really well, and we're capable of it. It's a team that's got 1 or 2, but maybe 2 or 3 guys that'll be playing in the NBA. And particularly in the backcourt. So our guys are excited about the opportunity, knowing that they're number one in field goal percentage, number one three-point percentage, really, really good offensive team that desperately needs a marquee win. They don't have one yet. And we're here tonight, and Tennessee comes in Saturday. Texas really needs to get at least one of these next two.
I know you turned the page quickly, but what were your thoughts coming out of the Missouri game on Saturday?
Other than we survived, Missouri plays hard. They do a lot of different things. So it was a tough prep, and it was good that we had an extra day to prepare for Missouri. I thought that we turned the ball over a little bit too much, got a little sloppy. That may have been the score. Got to play for 40 minutes, and I think that could be a little bit of a factor. I thought we handled their physicality okay. I thought we defended pretty well, trying not to foul. Missouri goes to the 3 for line 34 times, and I think we maybe sent them 24, 25. We really made an emphasis at that. Tonight the emphasis is going to be really about guarding some players, particularly the guards one-on-one. All three of their starting guards just love to clear space and make tough twos and tough threes, and they're good at it. They're really good at it. And so our guards, it's interesting because this collection, I think, of 6 guards for Texas is probably the deepest backcourt in our league. We, fortunately, have a pretty deep backcourt. And we've got a couple of elite defenders in Denver Jones and Chad Baker-Mazara. And we've got guys like Miles Kelly and Jakai and Chris Moore and Tahad. So they're all working and are all getting better. It's going to be a great, great challenge for our backcourt to guard these guys tonight.
If there's one word that has been used in the scouts, the last 2 that I've heard with your team, it is transition and getting back with this ball club.
Yeah, they're so athletic and they're such great finishers that if they are able to get down in numbers and score, it's a dunk contest. And look, the book's out on us. I can't say anything in an interview with you that not every coach in the league, they don't want to play against our drop back 5-on-5 defense. I wouldn't want to. So I would do everything I possibly could to get out and go and get the ball down the floor and shoot it early, rebound it early before our defense gets set. And our transition defense has been good, but not elite. And it's going to have to be elite tonight. We're probably going to, we always send 4 to the offensive glass. We'll probably only send 3 to the offensive glass. And we've just got to get an extra guard back. And then our guys just got to turn and burn. They've got to be on fire in transition. We could get some bad matchups in transition. It doesn't matter. We got to stop these guys in the first 10 seconds of their offensive possession.
And their bigs run well, and their bigs like to seal and give the guards a lane to the basket.
They do. Much like you've seen Dylan do over the years. Their bigs will get down there and just go right to the rim and seal the shot blocker. And both Chani Broom and Dylan Carwell are both good shot blockers. They both got to stay on top of that seal.
And this is a Texas team that shoots the 3 very, very well.
They play great at home. Like for example, Johnson kid, he's a freshman. He's a top 10 draft pick. And he's been really good. But at home, he's been great. Like over 20 points a game, shooting 47% from 3. Look, we all play a little better at home. And this will be a tough one to get. Texas will beat most of the teams in the league at home. They'll win most of their games at home. We just got to make sure they don't win them all.
How much does it help, even this deep in the season, that this is a veteran Auburn team coming into a tough place, and it won't be the last tough environment that your ball club goes to for the next 2.5 months?
Well, I mean, it helps to be a veteran team on a road, but there is not a young team in our league. Every team is older. Every team are kind of tons of veterans, and so while it helps, I don't think it's going to make a huge difference because not many teams. There aren't many young teams in the SEC.
With Auburn on offense, the key tonight is?
Oh, we have an advantage on the inside. With Janai and Dylan and Chaney. We've got to continue to be able to play inside-out basketball and make shots and do a great job of executing. While we haven't been a great transition offensive team, that's okay because we're not turning it over. We're not throwing the ball away. We're valuing possessions, and you have to do that on the road. You have to value possessions on the road. And so, the key, obviously, spacing, timing, executing, and handling the different ways that Tech's going to play. They're going to extend early. They'll do a lot of switching at some point during the course of the way they guard. They'll throw a little zone at us. They're pretty good in special teams. They're good on the under OBs. They're good on the side OBs, both scoring and defending. And so that's an area that we usually excel in. And look, we have got to play one of our best basketball games of the year to get this one tonight.
All the best tonight, War Eagle.
War Eagle, Andy.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Are you looking to advance your career without putting your life on hold? Consider the flexibility of an online MBA at Auburn University's Harvard College of Business. Ranked among the nation's best by U.S. News and World Report, our 100% online MBA program provides the flexibility you need to pursue a degree while maintaining your personal and professional life. Learn more at harvard.auburn.edu.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Kia of Auburn is happy to connect the Kia brand to the Auburn fans. Our winning lineup has something for everyone at almost any budget. SUVs like the Telluride, Sorento, and Sportage. You prefer a sedan? Check out Forte, Soul, and don't forget our new multi-purpose vehicles, the Carnival, or our amazing hybrid or electric vehicles. Kia of Auburn is a proud supporter of Auburn Athletics. Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one. Whoa, Regal.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
In Austin, the Texas Longhorns are on the floor. Auburn about to make its way onto the floor for the final layups before tonight's starting lineups are introduced and we get into the opening tip. Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Yeah, let's bring back in Coach Randall Dickey for his keys to this game. They're presented by Kia of Auburn, where you are always number one. All right, Coach, give them to us, your keys to the game tonight.
Oh, I think it's going to be an exciting game. You're going to see two of the most physical SEC teams play tonight. Defensively, defensive transition is the biggest key. If the Tigers get caught up in the frenzy, come down quick, take quick shots, and miss, and they don't get back in defensive transition, it's going to be a long night. But if they get back in transition, slow the Horns down, make them work to get good shots, then I think the Tigers will be in good shape. The second thing is when the Horns are going to take quicker shots because they're at home, almost half of their shots come from the three-point line. We must defensive rebound, and then we can turn in. The Tigers can get into their running game and play the speed game offensively. The last thing is you've got to control the tempo. Anytime that you're on the road and you're up 4 or 5, you're down 4 or 5, you've got to control the tempo. Take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and don't forget who brought you to the dance. Go through Broom, run through him, let him make the assist to find the open guys because he's going to be a vocal point for the Horns defense. Last thing is you've got to get to the free throw line. Anytime that you want to win a tough road game in conference play, you must get to the free throw line and cash in there.
What do you expect from Tahad Pettiford in this game? He's risen to the occasion in every big game this year. First game as a freshman, though, on the road in conference play. His defense is going to be important tonight in addition to his offense.
Well, I spoke to Tahad after the Missouri game, and I think he kind of got a little bit of a rude awakening on the mental preparation it takes and the intensity that is brought when we played Missouri. He played okay. He didn't play as well as he'd like to have played, and it didn't come as easy because he wasn't quite ready for the intensity, the physical guard play that the conference is going to have. I think he'll be better tonight. The moment is not too big for Tahad. He is going to respond, going to be an outstanding player down the road. You never know as a freshman. Sometimes they're up and down, but I would love to see him come in, spark the Tigers just like he did at Houston, just like he did at Duke.
Good stuff, Coach. Can't wait for the call of the game with you and the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, just a moment. In fact, our final pregame break is coming up next. Some words from your local stations, and then starting lineups and the opening tip from the Moody Center. It's Auburn and Texas, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Auburn family, it's time to join Aubie's Kids Club for this upcoming school year. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club memberships are on sale now. Presented by Chappie's Deli, Aubie's Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you a t-shirt, a lunchbox, a men's basketball SEC Champions mini pennant, and more. You can also check in at different Auburn athletics events to receive points and earn prizes, only available through Aubie's Kids Club. So what are you waiting for? With memberships on sale now, head to Aubie'sKidsClub.com to join the coolest club on the plains.
Damaging an underground utility can cause a lot more problems than you think. By causing a potentially avoidable damage to underground utilities, there's many scenarios that do not end well. To keep the gas, power, water, and internet running, using 811 to have your underground utilities marked is a critical piece of the damage prevention process, whether you're a homeowner or an excavator. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Visit al811.com for more information.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
CB&S Bank has a long history of stability and a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. You could say we know a thing or two about tradition. We've been family, community, and financially strong since we began in 1906. Being a team player is part of our culture. That's why at CB&S Bank, we are proud supporters and huge fans of Auburn basketball. Whoa, Regal, hey! Visit cbsbank.com today. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Left wing, 3-ball, Denver, short. He runs down his own rebound. Drives to the hole, up and under, and in. At the top, Denver 3. Yes, Denver a 3. Good for Auburn!
Great movement. When Auburn is at their best, they take the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and they did, and found Denver Jones wide open for a 3-point shot.
Denver Jones, Newmarket, Alabama, Memphis Day Academy.
Ahead, Miles Kelly. Kelly waits for numbers. Just drives to the hole, up and in.
Nice play, coast to coast.
Low post pass for Miles. Turnaround jumper, good. Miles Kelly, great bang.
Oh, boy, that looked good going through from a deep corner. The ball just barely did wrinkle the net.
Out to the top. Miles Kelly to tie it. Bang!
Miles Kelly, Stone Mountain, Georgia, Parkview High School, Hargrave Military Academy.
Chad Baker-Mazar on the right wing. Spins. Outside the arc, pops a long 3. Good. Right wing 3, Chad Baker. It's good!
Big 3-ball. Auburn Tigers are carving them up on the offensive end.
Left wing pass, Chad Baker-Mazar. Penetrates, drive, up with a shot. Good! And a foul! He went in backwards and knocked that one home.
Chad Baker-Mazar, Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, Colonia High School.
Fadeaway, Janai, 13-footer, didn't get it. Rebound, Cardwell in traffic. Out to the top, Janai. 4-3, good! Unbelievable. 12 to shoot. Broom, down the lane to the hole, dumps it! With 2 hands. Janai had taken 3, drives, up with 3, bang! Tap up by Broom, it's good!
Janai Broom, Plant City, Florida, Tampa Catholic High School.
Dylan Cardwell down the lane with a running one-hander. No! Lobs Cardwell to the hole. One hand, right hand, Emma. A career day for DC. Lobs it. Cardwell dumps it. Oh, and an alley-oop. Dear goodness.
Unbelievable high-low action between Broom and Cardwell, and Dylan knows what to do with it point blank.
Dylan Cardwell, Augusta, Georgia, McEachern High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Starting lineups are being introduced at Moody Center. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn 13-1 on the season, 1-0 in the Southeastern Conference, number 2 in both the AP and the coaches polls. number 1 in the NCAA net and the Ken Pom rating. Bruce Pearl has tied Joel East for the most wins in Auburn history in his 11th season, a record of 213 and 120. 30th season as a head coach, 675, 265. The results. Texas 11-3 on the season, 0-1 in the SEC, coached by Rodney Terry in his 3rd season with the Longhorns, a record of 54-24. 13th season for the St. Edward's University graduate, a record of 217 and 180. Jordan Pope runs the point, 6'2" junior from Oakley, California, 11.6 points, 1.5 rebounds, 2.2 assists. Tremont Mark on one wing, 6'5" grad student from Dickinson, Texas, 9.2 points, 3.8 rebounds. Trey Johnson, the McDonald's All-American, 6'6" freshman from Garland, Texas, 19 points, 2.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Arthur Kaluma, 6'7" senior from Glendale, Arizona, 13.8 points, 8.4 rebounds. And Caden Shedrick, a 6'11" grad student from Holly Springs, North Carolina, 8.8 points, 5.8 rebounds, and a team-leading 1.8 blocks. Today's officials: Terry Oglesby, Joe Lindsay, and Byron Jarrett. Auburn, the away blue uniforms, tops and bottoms, with the orange numerals and white letters and white trim. Texas, the home white uniforms, tops and bottoms, and the burnt orange numerals and letters. Caden Shedrick into the center circle against Dylan Cardwell. We're underway. Texas wins the tap, and we're underway in Austin, Texas. Pope across midcourt for the Longhorns. Bounce pass, top of the circle for Tremont Mark. Mark to the right wing. Shedrick, they give him the three. He doesn't take it on the wing. Lobs it down to the baseline for Johnson. Baseline right. Johnson trying to back his way in. Ball tipped out to the wing. Kaluma between the circles. Shot clock at 6. Kaluma against Broom. Down the left side of the lane. Fade away by Kaluma. Missed it short. Rebound underneath is up. It's good by Mark. Auburn may want that one reviewed. But right now, Texas leads 2-0 Auburn basketball.
Really good defensive stand there. The Tigers did a good job, just didn't come up with it.
At the top, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, right wing. Bounce pass in the key for Broom. Drives into the lane, gets bumped up with the left hand. It was short. Rebound right back to Broom, but Auburn was called for a foul going for that offensive rebound, and it will be Dylan Cardwell whistled for the foul.
I think you see the strategy of both coaches to go inside. They went to Kaluma against Broom on Texas's offensive end, and we go right through Broom on the Tigers' offensive end. So it's going to be a great matchup.
Pope will bring the ball up the floor. Auburn pressed on the inbound pass. Pope across midcourt. Just underway in Austin. Longhorns lead it 2-0. Pope gets a screen, goes left wing, crossover dribble to the right wing. Kaluma, head fake at 3, drives to the basket, goes up for a shot, didn't get it. Rebound underneath for Shedrick. Shedrick out to the top, head fake at 3. Johnson to the basket, running one-hander, didn't get it. Rebound underneath, Shedrick again, he lost it. Chad Bacon-Mazzara had it, Shedrick to the floor, rolls it, and it retains to Mark, to Kaluma, left wing. Shot clock at 10, goes baseline. Reverse layup, it's good.
Looks like Texas is just a little bit quicker to the ball right now. Tigers are going to have to pick up their effort. The ball on the floor, you've got to fall on it, try to save the possession.
Auburn asking why the shot clock reset after the first missed basket there. 4-0, Texas with the lead. Second offensive possession for Auburn. Down the right side on the baseline, Broom against Shedrick. Backs it up. Near the lane, 8 to shoot, into the lane, up with the left hand, didn't get it. Rebound underneath, Broom into the corner. Miles Kelly, 3 ball, good!
Big 3 to get the Tigers off to a good start right here. And I thought maybe Broom might have got fouled on that play.
4-3 Texas, 17:47 in the first half of play. Pope at the top for Kaluma. Kaluma off the right side for Pope. Picked up by Jones and now Cardwell in a double team. Into the right corner for Kaluma. Drives on Broom, 18-footer, good. Baseline right. Arthur Kaluma.
He's a good player. He's been in 2 different schools. Texas is his 3rd school. He's got a lot of experience. Really a good scoring tweener, 4-5 player.
6-3, Texas with the lead. Mazzara up and under, missed it. Ball tapped out to Broom from Cardwell. Jones, a 3 to tie it. Yes!
Beautiful job. Way to swing the basketball from one side to the other, finding Jones wide open.
Auburn 2 of 2 from 3 to open the ball game. We're tied at 6. 17:02 in the first half of play. Johnson way out on the right wing near the sideline against Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Between the circles, Arthur Kaluma. Left-hand dribble, hands the ball to Pope, got a screen, into the key. Left wing, Kaluma, a three ball in the air. No, rebound to the floor, and it comes to Broom for Auburn.
It's a good job. He played Kaluma a little bit different that time. He didn't crowd him as much on the perimeter, and he ended up taking that shot and missed it. He likes to drive it.
Denver Jones to the right side for Bacon Mazzara. Now Broom drifts off to the right wing outside the arc, around his man. Drives to the basket, off the glass, good.
Beautiful one-on-one move by Broom. He looked very under control. He took Texas to school right there. Hard bounce from the three-point line to the rim.
The guard gambled for the steal, and Broom made him pay. 8-6, Auburn on top. Pope to Kaluma. Drives, pull up 18-footer, Kaluma, good. He has
They're
6.
gonna run at each other, that's for sure. Two better players on the floor. They're really going at each other and their offenses are going through their best players.
8 apiece, 16 minutes to go first half. Cardwell, free throw line. Off the left side, Denver Jones. Now Kelly at the top, gets a screen from Dillon. Off the right wing. Shot clock at 12 for Auburn. Denver Jones between the rings. Shot clock at 7. Jones, a screen from Cardwell. Right-hand dribble, free ball by Denver. Short. Rebound comes to Texas. Johnson up the floor for the Longhorns. On the wing, down to the baseline. Ball nearly knocked away by Jones. Johnson picks it up, lobs it left side for Shedrick. He is out of bounds.
The Tigers did a sensational job on the first speed transition offense by Texas. They controlled the ball. They made them turn around and try to run an offensive play and ended up getting a turnover.
Great things are possible when you have the power, performance, and smart features of a Ford F-150, the official truck of the Auburn Tigers. Greatness starts at your local Ford dealer. 15-28 in the first. Auburn ball when we come back. Tigers and Longhorns tied at 8. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's a great day to get vaccinated. Many children and adults that delayed vaccination during the pandemic are still behind schedule. It is crucial that we take the steps to get everyone back on track with their routine immunizations. Children and teens can still catch up on their vaccinations even if they start late. Make sure you and your family are up to date on all recommended vaccines, including respiratory virus vaccine. Let's all do our part to get back on track. Don't wait. Vaccinate. For more information, visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and decide.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Alabama Power is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Alabama Power, power for a better Alabama.
Welcome back to Moody Center in Austin. 15:28 to go in the first half. Auburn and Texas tied at 8. Auburn 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. Texas 4 of 8 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Longhorns have out-rebounded Auburn 5-3. In spite of that, Auburn leads in the second chance points, Randall Dickey, 6-4.
Really picked up there after the first possession when the Longhorns got the offensive rebound and the stick back by Kaluma. I think the Tigers really picked up their effort, really got to scrapping after the ball. But the defensive transition, I think that last time when they held Texas up, they had a run out. It was a 3-on-3, and Texas usually really tries to take the ball straight to the goal. The Tigers did a good job defending it, forced them in turning their back toward the basket, ended up causing a turnover and gave the Tigers a possession.
Auburn with baskets, a couple of threes, one by Jones, one by Miles Kelly, and a bucket by Janai Broom. Arthur Kaluma has 6 of the 8 points for Texas.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that the Texas Longhorns game plan is to go to the matchup against Broom. Kaluma is the best of that because he plays both inside on the block and he also is on the perimeter. He's a shot faker. He likes to pump fake and then put it on the deck and get to the rack. So he wants to challenge Broome on his defensive prowess. And right now, Janai has done a great job.
Auburn ball. Chaney Johnson into Hod Pettiford came in at the timeout break. They join Miles Kelly, Janai Broome, and Chad Baker-Mazzara on the floor for the Tigers. So Pettiford takes over at the point. He will work against Julian Larry, a 6'3" grad student from Frisco, Texas, who just came in for the Longhorns. Pettiford at the point, left wing for Miles Kelly. Inside the arc, it comes to Broome. Left side, goes baseline. Along the baseline against Shedrick off the glass, he missed it short. And the rebound to Kaluma. Up the right sideline for Texas. On the wing for Kendall Weaver. Between the circles now for Larry. Larry hands the ball to Kaluma. One dribble off the left side. Back to Larry at the top. Julian Larry off the right wing. Kaluma against Chaney Johnson, and a reach in on Chaney. Baseline right. Second foul on Auburn.
That's a tough matchup. Size-wise, Chaney really matches up with Kaluma, but Kaluma is a shot faker, jab step guy, and then going to drive it. And sometimes Chaney's been known to foul just a little bit too much on that play.
Inbound to Kaluma, head fake at three, drives, loses the ball, gets it, right side of the lane, goes up for a shot. It was blocked by Broome. Rebounded by Miles Kelly. Auburn the other way, we're tied at 8. Kelly, top of the circle, left wing for Pettiford. A high pass, had to go up to get it. On the wing, Tahad brings it to the top of the circle with 18 to shoot for the Tigers. Pettiford with 14 to shoot, drifts near the left wing, gets a screen from Broome, picks it up, kicks it left wing for Miles Kelly. Shot clock at 7, goes baseline, Miles, pull-up jumper, good from the baseline.
Beautifully done. What a jump shot. That's the hardest shot in the game, is driving hard to the short corner on the baseline and rising up and shooting a jump shot under pressure, and that was a great shot by Kelly.
10-8 Auburn on top, 14:02 first half of play. Julian Larry, top of the circle. Shedrick went down, he's hurt, he has the ball, gets the ball to Johnson. Trey Johnson on the right wing, picked up by Chad Baker-Mazzara. To the top for Larry. Larry into the key, down the right side, kicks it to Johnson. Trey drives, goes up for a shot, high arching shot, missed it. Broome rebounds for Auburn. Ahead to Pettiford across midcourt. Tahad in the key, hands the ball to Chad Baker-Mazzara. Shot clock at 21, Auburn leads 10-8. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Chaney in the lane, out to the wing. Tahad Pettiford goes baseline. Running Yoga goes up for the shot, and he makes it with a foul on the play.
Really read the defensive well that time. Tahad saw the guy close out on him, pump fake, drove right around him, kind of floated to the basket, and he got the call, and he's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Shedrick comes out. He's a little bit hobbled. Mass substitutions for Texas. Chris Moore is going to come in replacing Miles Kelly for Auburn.
We hadn't talked a lot about it, but when it is 6.5 minutes and the game's been underway, it's a very physical game on the perimeter and around the basket.
Auburn by 4, Pettiford at the free throw line. Missed his first collegiate free throw Saturday against Missouri. Free throw is in the air. He got this one to fall.
He sees that ball go in the basket. That's a good thing for Todd Pettiford because he might light it up tonight.
Texas has gone 2 minutes and 45 seconds without scoring. Auburn has opened up a 5-point lead, 13-8 in Austin. Top of the circle, Julian Larry. Ball knocked out of his hands. It comes to Broome. It was knocked away from behind by Pettiford. Now to Denver Jones, back into the lineup for Auburn. They'll put him on a wing, and Pettiford walks it across midcourt. Auburn by 5 with the basketball. Between the circles, Pettiford uses a screen, gets the ball at the top. Broome into the lane, turnaround jumper. Chaney Johnson missed it long. Whistle and a foul. It goes against Auburn against Chris Moore.
Chris was really flying to the offensive glass that time, and I think he kind of nudged one of those players, and he's the smallest guy in there, and how they came up with him, I have no idea.
Third foul against Auburn, the first by Chris Moore, and Texas moved on the baseline on the inbound pass, and Auburn gets the ball back.
This is where the Tigers are going to take care of mistakes like that.
CB&S in replacing Chris Moore, excuse me.
Yes.
Auburn ball out of bounds, baseline right, 20 to shoot, Tigers by 5. Chaney looking for an inbound, still looking. Lobs it, Broome outside the arc near the corner. Shot clock at 16. Hands the ball now to Denver Jones on the right wing. Shot clock at 13 for the Tigers. Auburn by 5 with the ball. At the right wing, Tahad Pettiford. Turns the corner at the top. Right wing 3, ball. Denver Jones had an open look but missed it. Whistle and a foul. It's going to go against Texas. Auburn will keep the ball.
Oh, it's an absolute battle around that glass tonight.
Zarek Onyema is called for the foul. Auburn ball. Another shot to increase this 5-point lead. Again, Chaney Johnson will trigger. Inbound to Chad Baker-Mazar. No look pass, Broom. Turnaround jumper, good.
I think the Horns are going to have a hard time. They have shown right now that they're not going to double team Broom. They're going to play him one-on-one because they think they have the size. They're going to struggle with that matchup.
Auburn with a 7-0 run, a 12-2 run. The Tigers have opened up the lead. Tigers lead it by a score of 15-8. Drive into the lane. Tremont Mark lost it. There's a steal. Pettiford ahead. Pettiford down the left side of the lane, pulls it out onto the left wing. Auburn by 7 with the ball, 12-12 in the first half. Hesitation move, Pettiford out to the right wing, 19 to shoot. Maintains the dribble, does the freshman for the Tigers out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Chad Baker-Mazar, left wing, low post, Broom, 10 to shoot. Janai outside the lane, spins to the baseline. Underneath, head fake, bounce pass, Chaney, turnaround off the glass, good!
Beautifully done, good passing, interior passing was absolutely wonderful by Broom to Chaney Johnson.
And a timeout called by Texas. Auburn has gone on a 9-0 run in the last 2:30, a 14-2 run over the last 5:23. And with 11:47 to go in the first half of play, Auburn has opened up a 17-8 lead. The first half today presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Auburn half minute away from an SEC championship. 7 on the shot clock. Wendell Green with 5. Jabari inside to the basket. Dunks it and gets fouled. A resounding dunk for an SEC championship for Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios with a check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Number 1 goes down, and I mean goes down hard. 8th-ranked Florida dominated number 1 Tennessee from start to finish. Gators win by 30, 73-43 in Gainesville. And it's all but elementary now. 1 minute to go in Athens. Georgia's played it even with Kentucky in the second half. Bulldogs led by 13 at the break. They lead the Wildcats by 13 here, 79-66 with a minute to go. Back to the Moody Center where the sound system sure does work. Here's Andy Burcham and Randall Dickey.
11:47 to go in the first half. Texas, I should say, has gone 4 minutes and 23 seconds without scoring. In that time, Auburn has gone on a 9-0 run. Thanks in part to 4 turnovers by Texas during that scoring spell, and Auburn has turned that into 4 points early on. Tigers lead it 17-8 with 11:47 in the first half.
Tigers defense is stifling right now. They're just active hands, moving their feet, getting in front of the Texas Longhorns. The biggest telling tale that I see, the Tigers are on their game. They've got 7 baskets, 5 assists off of those 7 baskets, holding the Horns to only 4 made baskets with no assist.
And 5 of Auburn's points have come off the bench. Auburn has outscored Texas 5-0 and leads 17-8 Texas ball. By the way, Ja'Kai Howard into the lineup. So is Dylan Cardwell as they join Denver Jones, Tahad Pettiford, and Chaney Johnson on the floor for the Tigers.
It's a good time to get Jakeem in to get a little bit of experience with this lead.
Down to the low post, Kaluma, who has 6 points early on for Texas. Working on Chaney Johnson. Spins, fade away. Nope, up and under and put it in.
Really a crafty player. He's a good block, low post player. He can spin, move, up and under. Made a nice play.
17-10 Tigers. Cardwell, top of the circle. Ball knocked away. He retrieves it. Shot clock at 16. He hands to Denver Jones. Shot clock down to 12. Auburn's lead is 7, excuse me. Jones draws a double team, gets the ball at the top. Chaney Johnson, wide open three, short. And the rebound pulled in by Tremont Mark for Texas.
You got to get back. Here comes the Horns.
Kent on the right wing, outside the arc against Cardwell. Low post, shot is up by Mark. Blocked by Chaney Johnson. Auburn the other way. Pettiford down the left side of the lane, drives to the hole, ball deflected away. And here's Texas the other way. Trey Johnson. Johnson, top of the circle. Pull up from 18, left side, no. Long rebound comes to Tahad Pettiford. Auburn's lead is 7.
Really good job, defensive transition then, and also coming up with a long rebound.
Pettiford at the left wing gets a screen from Cardwell, drifts out to the right wing now, switches to the left hand and pops a three. Yes!
Beautifully done. He's on his game. Saw it go in on the free throw line. Great step back three-point shot by Tahad Pettiford.
Biggest lead of the night for Auburn so far. 10-point advantage for Auburn as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first half. Jordan Pope across midcourt for the Longhorns. Working on Pettiford. Now to Kent. He pops a three at the top. No. Rebound underneath. Denver Jones. Outlet Pettiford up the floor for the Tigers. Across midcourt on the left-hand dribble. At the left wing. Pettiford now sets the offense. Shot clock at 18. Ball deflected. Jason Kent going for the steal. Comes flying at us. Avoids the Auburn head coach. And I think everybody's all right, including Kent and the Auburn head coach.
Well, I thought Coach Pearl was going to take a charge there.
Yeah. Shot clock at 15 for Auburn. Pettiford walks it across midcourt at the Moody Center. Auburn by 10 with the ball. Pettiford, left wing. Denver Jones, shot clock at 7. Low post, Chaney Johnson. Bumps his man twice, whistle. Oh, they got Chaney Johnson. Nope, they got Dylan Cardwell just picked up his second. And he'll come out, and Janai Broom will come in for the Tigers. That happened away from the ball. I didn't see it. Did you, Randall?
I have no idea. Right. I don't know if the official thought it was, but it was Chaney had the post up going, one-on-one play going, and the foul came from the opposite side.
Caden Shedrick, who was a bit hobbled early on, back into the lineup for Texas on the low post. Pope across midcourt. Auburn's lead is 10. 9:22 first half of play. Pope out to the left wing, gets a step on Pettiford, drives to the hole, he missed it, but Tahad got him from behind. And Pope will go to the line for 2. He's a 76% free throw shooter. A transfer out of Oregon State on the preseason Bob Cousy watch list. Out of Prolific Prep and Oakley, California. He's at the line for a pair for Texas. 9:18 in the first half. First free throw rattles in.
I think they caught Tahad just a little bit with that ghost screen, isolated him one-on-one, and he took him straight to the basket.
Yeah. When he got the step, he was heading to the hole, wasn't it?
He was quicker than a hiccup there.
Pope makes both free throws. Trims the Auburn lead to 8. 9:17 and counting in the first.
Looks like a 1-2-2 three-quarter court zone.
Auburn gets it in the middle. Ja'Kai Howard off the left side. Chaney Johnson. Down further to Denver Jones. Chaney hands the ball to Pettiford. Shot clock at 15 for Auburn. Pettiford calls the play. Shot clock at 10. Shot clock at 7. Pettiford gets a screen. Free throw line. Gets it. Drives, hangs, shoots up the side of the backboard. And the rebound comes to Shedrick. Texas the other way. Pope. Left side of the lane, cut off by Chaney Johnson. There's a steal by Pettiford. 1-on-2 the other way. Tahad spins to the hole, puts it in with the left hand.
I think that's one thing that Tahad Pettiford's got is an intangible that he made a mistake when he turned it over, took an ill-advised shot. The last possession, he came right back and made it up for it. stealing the basketball on the defensive end.
Auburn by 10 again, 22-12, 8:21 in the first half of play. Trey Johnson working on Denver Jones, gets a screen from Shedrick and a hedge from Broom, throws it down to the baseline. Running one-hander by Mark is up, it's missed, and a foul against Taha, and he just picked up his second. That's a bad break for Auburn because Pettiford is Auburn's leading scorer with 8. He'll have to come out now. Miles Kelly will come in for the Tigers.
That is true. Taha just is a little bit overzealous. He's really hungry. He's playing really hard. As he gets older, he'll learn not to foul a bad shot.
Trey Johnson at the line, freshman out of Garland at Texas. He was Texas Mr. Basketball at Lake Highlands 2 years ago. The Missouri Player of the Year last year out of high school, and he gets his first point of the night. A McDonald's All-American and the second leading scorer in the SEC. Trims Auburn's lead to 9 as Pettiford comes out and Miles Kelly is in for the Tigers. Excuse me, that's Mark with the free throw, not Johnson, my mistake.
Tremaine
He missed the
Mark,
second.
Transfer from Arkansas, yep.
Played both at Arkansas and Houston. Auburn's lead is 9, 8:04 in the first. Jones runs the point now. Left wing, Chaney Johnson. They give him the 3. Free throw line, Broom. Back to the left wing, Chaney. Open 3, it's long. And Shedrick gets the rebound for Texas.
That's Chaney's second three-point shot. I wish one of those would go down.
Down the lane, Shedrick in the lane. Up for the shot, blocked by Chaney Johnson, rebounded by Broom. Ahead for Denver Jones across midcourt. Left wing, Miles. Long 3. Yes!
Beautifully done. Great assist by Denver Jones. And what a deep 3 by Miles Kelly.
12-point lead for Auburn. 25-13 Tigers. 7:28 first half. Inbound deflected back out of bounds takes us to a timeout. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. See what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 7:28 in the first. Auburn 25, Texas 13. Stay tuned. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. The seasoning is so satisfying. It's what I needed, but I didn't know that I needed it. You get the toasted bun and the delicious crispy chicken. They add this fun mix with that zesty pickle. It's bold and tasty. I would give it an A+. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich in some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guest paid for their testimonial.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Alabama Department of Public Health reminds you, don't wait, vaccinate. Stay current on all vaccines. Visit alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM to learn more.
$7:28 to go in the first half. Auburn 25, Texas 13. How important is Auburn's bench, Randall Dickey?
Well, it's absolutely phenomenal right now. We're outscoring the Texas Longhorns 10-0, getting a lot of production off the bench. The double spark has come in. Chaney really hasn't scored it, but he's really blocked 2 key shots against the Longhorns when they really took it to the basket. Were really good plays. The other thing is playing Broom one-on-one is going to be a long night for the Horns. They're going to have to send somebody down there to double. That's going to open up the three-point shot as the game goes on. Tigers' defense has been stifling. The Horns are being held to 33%. Tigers are shooting at a 50% clip. We're right on our game. We just need to continue playing and don't let up.
Janai Broom, 4 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Auburn's leading scorer, Miles Kelly and Tahad Pettiford. Kelly, Howard, Jones, Broom, and Chaney Johnson, the Auburn 5. Texas ball. Shedrick, Johnson, Pope, Kaluma, and Mark. They're starting 5 on the floor right now. Auburn presses.
Going to get a chance to get full court press. They'll make Texas really work hard to get the ball up the floor.
It is Pope who turned it inbound, got the ball back, and brings it across midcourt. Auburn leads by 12, 25-13, 7:18 to go in the first half of play. Pope, right side, Trey Johnson. Johnson on the wing against Denver Jones. Crossover dribble into the lane, spins down the left side of the lane, fadeaway shot, good.
They're a guard-oriented team. That's why they want to play fast, where they can get open quick threes. That time he just took it to the lane, got up over the top of us, and scored.
Auburn's lead is 10, 6:58 in the first half of play. Broom. Janai picks up the dribble. Bounce pass off the left side, Miles Kelly. Kelly in the key, drives to the hole, in and out. The rebound to Texas.
He's kind of lost the handle on the ball as he was right about to finish to let it go.
On the right wing, Pope. Jordan Pope, top of the circle. Bounce pass, Kaluma. Head fake at 3. Drives into the lane. Head fake again. Spins up with the right hand, good.
He can really score when he gets the ball to the paint. Anywhere inside that paint area, he is a really tough out because he can go around you, shoot over you, and up and under you.
Top of the circle, Johnson. Down the left side, it's Broom. Janai off the glass. Didn't get it. And the rebound pulled in by Kaluma. Near steal, there is a steal. Down the lane, Chaney Johnson, and he walked.
Beautiful steal by Ja'Kai Howard. Found a streaking Chaney Johnson to the basket, but he was just going so fast, he could not put the ball on the deck quick enough without walking.
All right, way to go. 6:10 in the first half of play. Texas basketball with Auburn leading 25-17. Jordan Pope up the floor for the Longhorns. Greeted across midcourt by Denver Jones. Gets a screen by Kaluma. Down the left side of the lane. Step back, 3 ball, no. Rebound Broom with Shedrick on his back.
He's just the Windex man again tonight. Cleaning the defensive glass is what Janai Broom does.
7 rebounds for Broom in the first half. He has it, hands the ball to Denver Jones. In the center circle, shot clock at 16. Now off the left side. Shot clock at 13. Broom, top of the circle. Back to the left side for Jones. Curl by Miles Kelly, 8 to shoot. Down the right side of the lane, drives. Hanging shot, it was up, it was blocked. And here is Texas the other way. Got to get back. Tremont Mark in the key. Kicks it right side for Pope outside the arc. Pope with the left hand to the free throw line. Cut off by Chris Moore. Out to the top, Kaluma. Off his hand, he retrieves it. Shot clock at 15 for Texas. Kaluma at the key. Picked up by Chad Baker-Mazara in a switch. Kaluma between the legs dribble. Spins into the lane. Lost the ball on the reach-in foul, I think, on a CBM.
That's a tough matchup. CBM has got him height-wise, but with strength and weight-wise, Kaluma's just a much bigger body. That's a tough matchup for Chad Baker.
It's already 7 fouls against Auburn in the first half. Pettiford with 2 fouls is back into the ball game, replacing Denver Jones. Texas has been called for 2 fouls in the first half of play.
Yeah, outside of Pettiford has 2. Just got to be careful with him. They want to get him in because he's going so well offensively, and he's just got that extra gear speed-wise tonight.
Kaluma free throw is good. He's 79% from the stripe. Played at Indiana State and Kansas State. This is 117th game in his career tonight. His brother, Adam Seiko, was a teammate of Chad Baker-Mazara, by the way, at San Diego State. They were just talking after that made free throw.
How cool. That's good. He is a good player. He certainly has played a lot of games, and you can tell he's one of Texas's best players.
He can cut the lead to 6 right here, and he does. He's had a good first half. He leads everybody with 12. 25-19 Auburn. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Pettiford working against Julian Larry. To Broom. Right wing Chad Baker-Mazara. Lobs it for Broom. Ball deflected out of bounds by Texas as Auburn went to the alley-oop. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Out of bounds, baseline right.
The Tigers still doing a good job. Still trying to go through Broom offensively.
Yep. 6-0 run right now by Texas. Auburn's gone 2:48 without scoring. Broom, inbound, into the corner, Chad Baker-Mazzara. Skip pass, Chris Moore. Open three ball, Simo. Yes!
Big three by Chris Moore right there. They tried to overshift their defense and left him wide open, and he buried it.
6, make that second three-pointer of the season for Chris. Auburn's lead back to 9.
Right there, Andy.
28-19. 4.5 minutes to go, first half. Texas ball at the top, off the left wing. They get the ball to Trey Johnson. Fadeaway, Johnson. Good. My goodness, what a cut. Or what a touch.
He's an outstanding freshman, one of the best freshmen in the SEC this year, and he showed a really good play right then.
Auburn's lead is 7. A drive by Chad Baker, ball deflected, and a whistle, and a reach-in foul, I think, on Shedrick for Texas. Longhorns were flying the other way on a fast break, but Shedrick was called for the foul, his first, third against Texas in the half. Auburn ball with 21 to shoot. Tigers will trigger down the right sideline. Chris Moore for Auburn.
Texas have changed their defensive lineup. They're trapping the ball screen now.
Low post, open Moore, reverse layup. Oh, he missed the layup. Doggone it. Texas rebound. Auburn got the shot it wanted, and Chris Moore just missed it. Larry penetrates inside the arc, now back out to the right wing. Picked up by Tahad Pettiford in a switch. Brings it to the point, gets a screen from Shedrick. Drives down the lane to the basket, missed it. Shedrick with the putback, it's good.
He could get a good job on the initial wave defensively, made him miss, but nobody was there to clean it up.
Auburn's lead down to 5. The Texas crowd responds. Pettiford, 20 to shoot. Bounce pass for Chad Baker-Mazzara. And Trey Johnson was all over his back and was whistled for the foul, and we have a timeout. 3:32 in the first. Auburn at 28, Texas 23. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of the Tigers. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Stay tuned, friends. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Now to KT, catch, shoot, 3. Got it! He got it! Auburn ties the ball game! Long pass, a long shot for LSU, comes up short. KT Brown, oh, the senior from Montgomery, Alabama, sends this one to overtime.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
Hi, I'm Janelle. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the bold flavors. It's very savory, and that golden crispy outside of the sandwich just lets me know that it's going to be so perfectly juicy on the inside.
I'm Sawyer, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the crispy chicken filet. You get the tenderness of the chicken and that zesty pickle. It's savory and tasty. What's not to love? The holidays are all about being together and eating together.
Sandwich and some together time this holiday. Order the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Welcome back inside the Auburn Sports Network studios. Brad Law reminding you that Conecuh halftime is coming soon. Home teams in the SEC were 7-1 on the opening day of conference action. So far today, 2 home teams have won by double digits, and 1 more is leading by double digits. We'll update all of the scores in the league and the top 25 outside the SEC. We'll preview women's basketball Thursday at home against Arkansas in the Auburn Athletics Report and give you all the pertinent stats from the first 20 minutes. It's all coming up at Conecuh halftime. Right now, let's send you back to the Moody Center. Once again, the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham, and Coach Randall Dickey. 3:32 to go before Conecuh halftime.
Auburn has led by as many as 12. Texas has managed to cut the lead to 5 at the 3:32 mark of the first half of play. However, a couple stats. Auburn's bench has outscored the Longhorns 13-0. This is a stat that's a bit interesting because Texas's reputation is get the ball and run in transition, and yet Fast break points right now, Randall, favor the Tigers 5-0.
I thought that was a glaring stat going into the media timeout. That also, Tigers are playing really, really well. Shooting the ball at 44% clip, holding the Longhorns to a 40%. We just need to win this segment right here, go into halftime with some momentum, regroup, and try to get Dylan Cardwell back in, get him back in the mix and in the rotation.
Arthur Kaluma, the leading scorer with 12. Auburn's leading scorers, Miles Kelly and Tahad Pettiford with 8 apiece. Auburn ball, the inbound comes to Denver Jones. High post pass for Broom. Now to Chaney Johnson, left wing for Denver. Shot clock at 13. Chad Baker-Mazzara for 3, didn't get it. Long rebound comes to Tremont Mark for Texas. They're down 5 with the ball. Larry. Ball deflected and a steal. Chaney Johnson ahead, Denver Jones. To Miles Kelly, penetrates, drives, shoots it off the glass, and good.
Beautiful transition basketball by the Tigers, and awesome defense to turn it into an easy layup for Miles Kelly.
Sun South drive of the game. Sun South John Deere, preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. 7-point Auburn advantage, 30-23, Texas ball. 2:51 in the first half of play. Turnovers right now, 7 for Texas in the first half. Kaluma on the wing, ball deflected. He knocks the ball out of bounds. Nope. Yeah, that should be Auburn ball. It sure was. Kaluma was the last one to touch it.
Yes. That was outstanding defense by Chaney Johnson. He stayed on the floor, withstood all the pump fakes and the shot fakes by Kaluma, and his discipline won out on that possession.
Auburn's lead is 7, Tiger ball, 2:41 to go in the first half. Denver Jones pulls up on the left wing, gets a screen from Chaney. At the point, kicks it off the left side, Miles. Had a 3, didn't take it. Gets the ball to the edge of the circle, off the left wing, Chaney Johnson. Head fake at 3, pops the 3, missed it. And the rebound to the baseline, pulled in by Tremont Mark for Texas.
Chaney had a good look. He's had 3 good looks tonight. It just has not gone down for him.
Mark on the wing, bounce pass at the top for Kaluma. Head fake at 3. Kaluma off the left wing against Chaney Johnson. Cut off on the baseline. Bangs against Chaney, knocked him to the floor, drives to the hole, missed it, and a foul is called against Auburn. Auburn wanted a foul on Kaluma as he knocked Chaney Johnson to the floor. Instead, they got Chaney Johnson on the foul.
They sure did. I thought one of those guards about to drop
I thought that was Miles Kelly that should have been called for the foul there.
I do too. I think if they were to show a replay of that, I think you would see that. But
wow. Well, Kaluma's at the line for 2. The foul is against Chaney Johnson. It's his second. I don't know if they can review that one at halftime or not. Chaney was on the floor when he was called for the foul.
I'm not sure.
Kaluma's free throw is good.
Kaluma's such a physical player, and he is really the best offensive player for the Longhorns at this time, and so they're running their offense right through him.
Miles Kelly, Auburn's leading scorer with 10 points, 3rd time this season. He's had double digits and a half. Kaluma knocks home both of the free throws. Auburn 30, Texas 25.
They're going to trap zone defense right
Auburn
here.
Auburn gets that trap. Broom at the free throw line. Down the lane, up with the left hand, got it.
The Tigers make them pay. Anytime that you can make them pay on a press and score on them initially, it just kills their initiative.
6 points for Janai Broom with 7 rebounds in the first half. Auburn's lead is 7, 32-25. Auburn traps. Pope, right wing for Johnson. Trey against Chad Baker-Mazzara. Shot clock at 12. Down the lane. Head fake. Spins. Spins again. Kicks it on the wing. Out of bounds. That is Auburn basketball. That is the 9th turnover against Texas in the first half of play.
You know, I'm going to have to say this. We haven't seen Chad Baker score as much, but his defense has been outstanding tonight.
Auburn by 7 with the ball. Denver Jones drives off the right side down the lane. Picked it up. Open, drive, shoots, got it!
Posting up our guards, putting the pressure on. We just keep coming at the horns and waves, and I'm not sure they know what to do with it.
109 in the first. Auburn's lead is 9, 34-25. Texas ball. Trey Johnson down the right side for Kaluma. Kaluma against Chaney Johnson. Got a screen, drives, lobs it up there. The alley-oop is good to Shepherd.
Anytime that you let the guy drive to the middle, it opens up a myriad of things. Alley-oops, skip passes. That time they got it over the top.
Jones, Chaney, Broom down the left side against Shedrick. Up for the shot. And the foul is called against Shedrick on the drive. That's just the 6th foul against Texas in the half, so Auburn will have it out of bounds. Shedrick will come out, and Jason Kent is in on the low post. Auburn brings Chris Moore in. Good idea to get Chaney Johnson out with 2 fouls.
That's correct. There's a good coaching move right there. And also we got a baseline out of bounds where the Tigers usually excel.
Inbound, Broom, mid-lane. Janai, wing, 3 ball. Miles, nothing but net, baby!
You can't leave that guy open. He will tickle the twine from deep.
37-27, Auburn's lead is 10 again. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Kaluma against Moore. Backdoor Pope. Put it up. It was blocked by Broom. Auburn the other way. Miles Kelly, top of the circle, spins and loses it. Here's Texas the other way, 19 seconds in the half. Right wing Pope, 3 ball. No. Weak side rebound long. Here's Kelly with Broom, 2-on-1 the other way. To Janai, to the hole, dunks it!
Beautiful slam dunk. What a 2-on-1 fast break. Picture perfect.
Final 6 seconds of the half. Mark straight away, 3, Texas missed it. Rebound Chad Bacon-Mazar. Behind midcourt, pops the shot, no good. And Auburn takes a 12-point lead in the locker room at the half. The Tigers go 4 of 5 in their last 5 shots of the half.
They went to a different level that last 4 possessions, Andy, and they just snuffed the Longhorns, took the basketball away from them, and went and stuck it in on the other end.
Auburn 39, Texas 27. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here is Brad Law.
Way to close the first half. Outscored them by 7 down the stretch. Texas cut the lead to 5, and then Auburn ran off 7 points, finished the half with a 12-point lead, 39-27. Let's get into Conecuh halftime with a check of scores in the SEC. You have 2 other games that are in progress now, including in Nashville. Really entertaining start to this game. 14th-ranked Mississippi State playing at Vanderbilt. Both teams won their openers Saturday, and tonight they clash in the Music City. Bulldogs have the advantage. They're 4 minutes shy of halftime at Memorial Gym. Mississippi State on top of Vandy by 5, 31-26. Meanwhile, in Columbia, it is all Missouri over LSU, another home team with a big lead as they near halftime. 3 minutes to go in the first half in Como. Missouri on top of LSU, 37-18. Mizzou looking to get to 1-1 in conference play, and LSU going to have a lot of work to do to avoid an 0-2 start to league play. Well, after the first 2 games of the day, we now have 4 teams that are at 1-1, and the home teams came up huge. Number 8, Florida, completely ransacked top-ranked Tennessee, 73-43. First time this year, Florida failed to score 75 points in a game. Gators still won by 30. Get this stat. Tennessee shot 21% for the game. That is the lowest field goal percentage by a number 1 ranked team in the shot clock era. And it's the lowest field goal percentage by any ranked team in the last 6 years. Tennessee falls for the first time this year, just 3 days after Florida suffered its first loss of the year. Gators get the Vols in a big way, 73-43. Also tonight, 6th-ranked Kentucky goes down on the road in Athens. Georgia with a 13-point halftime lead and a 13-point win. They played even with the Cats, 82-69. Your final score, 4 in double figures for Georgia. Asa Newell, 17 points and 7 rebounds. Blue Cane, 15 points and 8 boards. Kentucky trailing by 13 at the half, needed to take some more threes in the second. Cats went just 2 of 12 from long range in that second half. So Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, all now 1-1 in league play after those results. Tomorrow night, 3 more games. Number 5, Alabama playing at South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina is where Auburn will go this Saturday. Also tomorrow night, 23rd-ranked Ole Miss is at Arkansas, and a top 20 battle in Norman as 17th-ranked Oklahoma hosts number 10 Texas A&M. Top 25 scores outside the SEC tonight. They are almost finished in Ames. Number 3, Iowa State leads Utah 72-55. 7th-ranked Marquette is edging Georgetown with 4 minutes to go. It's coming down the home stretch in Big East territory. Both these teams undefeated in Big East play. Marquette 62, Georgetown 60 with 4 minutes to go. Earlier tonight, Fourth-ranked Duke got another double-double from Cooper Flagg, 19 points, 10 rebounds. Blue Devils put away Pittsburgh easily, 76-47. And Arizona gets another win in Big 12 action on the road, upsetting 21st-ranked West Virginia, 75-56. The Wildcats are now 3-0 to open Big 12 play with wins over back-to-back ranked teams. Our score at the half in Austin, Auburn 39, Texas 27. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics when Conecuh halftime rolls on. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Auburn University, we're not just learners, we're doers. In every corner of the state, Auburn men and women put knowledge to work, fueling the state's economy and building healthier, more prosperous communities. We partner with local leaders to solve local challenges and create access to opportunities that benefit all. To learn how Auburn's at work in your community, visit auburn.edu/acrossalabama. This message is sponsored by Auburn University, the Alabama Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
Welcome back to the Ford F-Series Highlight Show. I've seen a lot of basketball, and I can tell you that to stay on top, you got to adapt, stay focused, and innovate. That's what wins championships. That's how Ford F-150 and the Ford Super Duty stay at the top of the truck game. For 47 consecutive years, Ford F-Series has been America's #1 selling truck because they deliver what you need to win the day. For the latest offers, go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. Tell them Coach Pearl sent you.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY industry reported total sales.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Back on Conecuh halftime. I'm Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Tigers up a dozen in Austin. It's 39-27. Auburn on top at the half. It's time to take a look around Auburn athletics. This is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. We'll start with swimming, where earlier today, Coach Ryan Wakamerka and company competed against Georgia Tech in Atlanta in a dual meet, and both the men and women won convincingly. Read the full story at auburntigers.com. Women's basketball is back in action and back at home Thursday night at 6 inside Neville Arena against Arkansas. Both teams need a win to start, as both have started 0-2 in conference play, and the voice of Auburn women's basketball, Britt Bowen, tells us more about the matchup Thursday.
Both teams are seeking their first SEC win. Auburn is coming off back-to-back losses to number 25 Ole Miss and number 6 LSU. Arkansas dropped their first two games to LSU and number 5 Texas. Thursday's game will feature two of the top scorers in the country. Auburn's Deanna Gaston is 8th nationally, averaging 22.7 points. Arkansas's Izzy Higginbottom is 4th, averaging 23.8 points per game. Expect a competitive matchup. The last 4 meetings between the Tigers and Razorbacks were decided by 5 points or less. Pregame coverage begins at 5:45 Thursday evening. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. on ESPN 106.7 and the Auburn Tigers app. Dr. Larry DeShera joins me on the call. Brad, back to you.
All right, Britt, thank you very much. Again, you can hear that on the Auburn Game Day app. If you have not, if you're not in the Auburn Opelika area to listen locally, make sure to check that out starting at 5:45 Thursday. We are back on the air with Tiger Talk Thursday. That show from the Auburn Sports Network studios. We're going to have multiple coaches on Thursday, kind of a look around multiple sports throughout Auburn athletics. Thursday night, Tiger Talk at 6 Central. Auburn basketball leads Texas at the half. It's 39-27. Before we go any further, we're close enough to the top of the hour. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. When we come back, we'll tell you how Auburn built this lead to 12 here at the half. The stats from the first 20 minutes when Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner. Recognized by Newsweek as one of America's best maternity care hospitals, East Alabama Health provides comprehensive treatment for mothers and babies throughout Auburn, Opelika, and the East Alabama region. And starting with the 2024 football season, we're pleased to partner with Auburn Athletics to provide a special Aubie blanket to each baby born at our hospital through a program we call Tiger Tots. For all your maternity care needs, trust the experts at East Alabama Health.
When the game is on the line, you want someone you can count on. At Alabama Power, we believe in consistency and having each other's back. It's our game plan to safely deliver the electricity you depend on. We give 100% to achieve 99.9% reliability. Learn how we power a better Alabama at alabamapower.com/reliable. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
This is Coach Bruce Pearl on the Ford F-150 Highlight Show. I tell my team that if we play smart, out-hustle the competition, and work hard each and every day, we can be winners. And you know what? That's how Ford F-150 does it too. Offering an outstanding combination of smart tech, power, and capability, F-150 is the key to help me win the day. Hey, why don't you see how the official truck of the Auburn Tigers can help you? Go to buyfordnow.com or see your local Ford dealer today. War Eagle.
Inbound, Broom, mid lane. Janai, wing, free ball. Miles, nothing but net, baby!
You can't leave that guy open. He will tickle the twine from deep.
37-27, Auburn's lead is 10 again.
A trio of twine ticklers for Miles Kelly in the first half. 13 points to lead Auburn, and the Tigers lead by a dozen here at Conecuh halftime. Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios. Let's run through some more of those numbers. They're brought to you by the Alabama Department of Public Health. Don't wait. Vaccinate. Protect yourself and others by staying current on all of those recommended vaccines. Learn some more at alabamapublichealth.gov/IMM. Auburn right at 50% from the floor, 50% from three. Overall, 16 of 32 and 6 of 12 from distance. Texas shooting 40% from the floor. Longhorns, though, came in shooting 40% from three. They're 0 for 4 in the first half. In fact, it's as close as it is because Texas is 7 of 8 at the free throw line, and Auburn only had one free throw attempt in the first half. Tigers made it, by the way. Rebounding edge slightly to Texas, 17-15. Auburn forced 9 turnovers, and they have a +8 edge on points off turnovers. 9 turnovers to 4, 10 points off turnovers to 2. Auburn's bench outscored Texas's bench 13-0. And on fast breaks, Auburn 9, Texas 0. Some of the individual numbers in this one, Texas really paced by Arthur Kaluma. He had 14 points. He's the only Longhorn with more than 4 in the first half. 14 points and 6 rebounds. Those are both team highs. He was 5 of 9 from the floor and 4 of 4 at the free throw line. For Auburn, pretty balanced as we're accustomed to seeing. Miles Kelly, 13 points, 5 of 7 shooting, including a perfect 3 for 3 from long range. Miles added a couple of rebounds and an assist as well. Also scoring for the Tigers, Tahad Pettiford, 8 points, 2 rebounds in the first half. Tahad was 3 of 4 from the floor. Janai Broom, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists in 18 minutes. Thank you very much for Janai Broom. And then 5 points for Denver Jones on 2 of 4 shooting. 3 points for Chris Moore. He knocked down the only triple try that he had in the first half. And Chaney Johnson, just 1 of 5 from the floor. His 2 points, though, round out the scoring for the Tigers. Another interesting note, Auburn with 9 assists on 16 made baskets. Texas didn't have an assist for the first 17 minutes of this game. Just 1 assist on 10 made baskets for Texas. It all adds up to a 12-point lead for the Tigers. Once again, your score at the half, Auburn 39, Texas 27.
You've been listening to Conecuh Halftime. Conecuh is the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Get one on your next visit to Neville Arena or make Conecuh part of your game day wherever you are. The second half is 2 minutes away. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Achilles tendonitis is often as painful as it sounds. The Orthopedic Clinic is here to help get you back on your feet without pain or stiffness. Whether caused by overuse or degeneration, Achilles tendonitis can be treated usually without surgery. But the road to recovery isn't short, so get started right away at the Orthopedic Clinic. Call for an appointment 334-749-8303 or visit theorthoclinic.com.
Southeastern Industrial Contractors offers the path to a productive and successful career for hard workers of all ages, especially young people looking to jump straight into the workforce. Southeastern Industrial Contractors is now hiring for great-paying skilled trade positions. Managing partner Derek Harville is a proud Auburn University graduate with deep roots in the community. Give him a call at 334-209-6355 to learn more. Southeastern Industrial Contractors, 334-209-6355.
Four Seasons Federal Credit Union. Homegrown and member-owned.
For 60 years, Four Seasons Federal Credit Union has been your trusted partner in financial services. With our awesome products and services, competitive rates, and lower fees, we've helped countless members achieve their financial goals. Join us so we can help you. Accounts federally insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required. Some restrictions apply. Ask for more details.
For loving expert care for your pets, visit Moores Mill Animal Hospital, located at 2120 Moores Mill Road. Their skilled team is dedicated to keeping your furry friends healthy and happy. Moores Mill Animal Hospital offers spay, neuter, vaccines, boarding, and much more. Moores Mill Animal Hospital, where pets are family. Call us today at 334-821-7739 or visit mmvets.com. Experience the Moores Mill Animal Hospital difference today.
Coming out of halftime at Moody Center in Austin, Tigers on top 39-27. Auburn ball to open the second half. Jones, Kelly, Baker-Mazar, Cardwell, and Broom, the Auburn five. Pope, Mark, Johnson, Kaluma, and Shedrick, the five for Texas. To open the second half, this 12-point lead for Auburn, the largest of the first half for your Auburn Tigers.
They just really turned it up that last 2 minutes. It was absolutely sensational.
Auburn ball, Denver Jones. On the wing, Kelly, top of the circle for Broom. Janai to the right wing, top of the circle, Cardwell. Around the perimeter for Denver. Chad Baker-Mazara, 18-footer by CBM. His first bucket of the ball game, and Auburn leads by 14.
Outstanding execution. They just came in, ran their offense, went one side of the floor to the other, and got Mazara wide open.
Johnson to the top for Pope, guarded by CBM. Now Cardwell as he drives to the hole. Ball deflected out of bounds by Auburn. 17 to shoot for the Longhorns. Out of bounds, baseline left. Auburn 17 of 33 from the field, 6 of 12 from 3. Texas ball into the corner. It comes for Mark. Top of the circle now for Pope against Denver. Fade away from about 18. Didn't get it. Rebound tapped. Long rebound. Run down by Chad Baker-Mazara. Here's Auburn up the left sideline, leading by 14 points. Chad Baker between the circles. Leaves the ball for Denver Jones. Now to the top for Kelly. To Broom. Right side, Chad Baker-Mazara. Off the left side for Kelly. Near the corner left side. Leans in. Fade away. Miles. Didn't get it, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for 3.
Absolutely a smart play by Miles Kelly. He didn't have the initial shot. They closed on him quickly. He shot fake and then took it, and as the guy was closing, bumped into him. What a smart play.
Tremont Mark was whistled for the foul, and Miles is at the line for 3. 88% this season from the free throw line, and a rare miss as it rims in and out.
Just needs to regroup, go back to his routine, make 2 of 3 right here. Continue to score.
Free throw by Miles. That one is good. And Auburn's lead grows to 15 points, 42-27, with 19:03 to go in the second half of play.
I think you're going to see the Tigers continue to
and that one rattles in as well.
They're going to continue to extend their defense full court, apply pressure, and make Texas work to get the ball down the floor.
Pope, the inbound in the backcourt for Mark. Auburn's lead, 16 points, 43-27. Pope walks it across midcourt for the Longhorns to Kaluma, who leads everybody with 14 points tonight. Kaluma against Broom. Open for a three ball. Kaluma got it.
He's about their only offensive punch tonight. Really rose up there and hit a three, and I'm not sure he's a consistent three-point maker.
17 points on the night for Kaluma. Kelly off a pass from Denver Jones right back to Denver at the point. 17 to shoot, right wing Chad Bacon-Mazzara. To Broom on the low post, outside the lane. 15-footer. Good, Janai Broom.
Just faced him up, shot the ball right over the top of him, and it just shows how Janai has worked hard on his game, continues to get better, and that was a hard shot from the deep corner from the three-point.
10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Janai. Auburn by 15 points, 45-30. Shedrick on the wing. Hands the ball there to Mark. Picked up by Miles Kelly in a switch. 10 to shoot. Drives on Miles. 19-footer against Miles. Missed it against Miles. Rebound Cardwell.
Giving it Longhorns one shot is a big key for the Tigers.
Chad Baker-Mazzara drives to the right wing for the Tigers. Auburn leads it by 15 points. Drive by Chad Baker. Throws one up there and is fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2. The foul goes against Mark, who's just picked up 2 quick fouls. And Chad Baker-Mazzara at the free throw line for the Tigers. .48 to go in the second half. And Chad Baker-Mazzara at the free throw line for a couple for Auburn. Free throw by CBM is good.
What a smart move by the coaches, knowing that Chad Baker didn't score in the first half, brought him out, ran a couple of sets for him, got a quick shot right off the bat on the first possession, kind of running their offense through he and Broom on the same side.
Second free throw by CBM, good.
Beautifully done, gives the Tigers another chance to extend their defense full court and make Texas work to get it down the floor.
Back to a 17-point lead for Auburn. Chad Baker-Mazzara now, school record 46 consecutive free throws made.
46, that's amazing.
Yes, it is. Right wing Kaluma drives to the whole ball, deflected and blocked, and a goal or a basket interference by Janai Broom, or excuse me, by Dylan Cardwell.
Yeah, it was a good back cut by Texas. They're going to go to that three-quarter court, half-court trap again. Well, they drop back in. Looks like they're made.
Trey Johnson with 6 points on the night.
They changed. They went back man to man.
47-32 Tigers. Cardwell, Jones between the rings. Denver, Chad Baker, open three ball, right wing, good!
He is on fire. He is really the offensive punch this second half.
Woo.
He is picked up and is a sight for sore eyes after the first half offensively.
7 points all in the second half for Chad Baker-Mazzara, and Auburn leads by 18 on the night. Kaluma penetrates, gets bumped, goes up for a shot, and draws the foul on Denver Jones. First foul against Denver. Auburn right now, 7 of 13 from 3. That three ball last time down the floor, or 2 times down the floor go by Kaluma. The first 3 of the night for the best three-point shooting team in the SEC, Texas Longhorns.
It was amazing. They were 0 for 4 in the first half. The Tigers' defense has just been stifling.
Kaluma at the line for a pair for the Longhorns. His first free throw is missed. His first miss of the night.
The Tigers continue to do the little things. If they'll box out here, if he misses the shot, come up with the retrieve the defensive board.
17:05 in the second half. Auburn 50, Texas 32. Kaluma missed both free throws, and the rebound pulled in by Broom, but he lost it. It comes right back to Kaluma. Pope at the top. Johnson for 3. Nope, short. Rebound Broom anyway.
You're fortunate there.
Yes, indeed.
You can't give the Longhorns second opportunities, that's for sure.
And an open look for Trey Johnson. 50-32, Auburn on top, 16:46, second half. Chad Baker-Mazzara to the right wing, Denver, or for Janai Broom in the key. Spins into the lane, ball deflected out of his hand, and the foul will go against Shedrick, and that's the third foul on Caden Shedrick, the grad student from Holly Springs, North Carolina, the transfer out of Virginia.
I hope they continue that, but they have not changed their defense on Broome. They're still playing him one-on-one, and they're having a hard time. They didn't bring enough lunch in their lunch pail.
Is there enough lunch out there?
Well, we haven't seen it yet this year. Texas has certainly got great size, and they've got good athletes, but Janai Broome's a little bit different level.
Zarek Onyema is in on the low post, replacing Shedrick, who just picked up his third. Inbound to Chad Baker, they lose it. And here is Johnson the other way for Texas underneath. A dunk attempt was blocked by Auburn, and here's Broome the other way. He lost it. Texas basketball. Pope in the backcourt. Throws it ahead to Johnson. Trey Johnson underneath. Three-bar dunk by Onyema.
Got a little bit of a flurry right there. Kind of seesawed back and forth with the basketball on each side of the midcourt. Tigers will come down, execute their offense, dictate where the shot comes from this time.
50-34 Auburn. Cardwell at the point. Left side Broome out just inside the three-point arc. Working on Onyema. 14 to shoot. Spins into the lane. Backs his man in. Up with the right hand, didn't get it. Got it back. Goes back up. Scores, and a foul.
Just offensive, just prowess, just muscled his way in and stuck it right in her nose twice.
15:56 to go in the second half. Auburn leads it. 52-34. Broome at the line for an and one when we come back. For every Auburn three-pointer, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services donates $25 to Coach Pearl's Outlive Cancer Initiative, benefiting local cancer patients and treatment centers. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Whataburger knows that watch party planning comes with its own set of challenges. Finding enough chairs for the extra friends your friends brought. Managing Chet's ref rage in the third quarter. Staying calm when they won't just run the ball. And then you have to feed everyone. What are you going to do? That's easy. The What a Wings Party Pack. 72 boneless tender bites, a family fry box, and all the sauces you'll need. And seriously, just run the ball. The What a Wings Party Pack. Get yours today at Whataburger.
Sherry, what have you done to your hair? What do you mean? Does it not look good? It doesn't look good. It looks freaking amazing. I can't believe how thick and healthy it looks. Oh, I must know your secret. No secret. It's hair volume from New Nordic. Hair volume, huh? Well, it certainly lives up to its name. Your hair has never looked so thick. It is gorgeous. I was so tired of having thin and brittle hair. Ugh, and the shedding. So I figured I'd give hair volume a try. Needless to say, I'm thrilled with the results. Hey, where are you going? I'm gonna pick up some hair volume right now. My reunion's next month and I want my hair to look as good as yours.
Hair Volume is the best-selling hair tablet in the world and one of many award-winning natural health products from New Nordic, the #1 supplier of dietary supplements in Scandinavia. Purchase at newnordicusa.com or your local CVS. Available as a tablet or delicious gummy. Help your hair look full, voluminous, and beautiful again at nordicUSA.com or CVS.
Chick-fil-A is proud to present this broadcast of Auburn basketball. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
Welcome back to Austin, state capital for the great state of Texas. 15:56 to go in the second half, and Auburn leads 52-34. So one of 3 times that Auburn comes to Texas in the regular season. Of course, in Houston, second game of the year tonight, and Auburn comes to Texas A&M. Auburn hoping to make it at least 4 trips to the state of Texas. Remember the Final Four in San Antonio this year. Long way to go, but
I think these Tigers like their barbecue.
So do
they
I.
like that Texas.
Some Tex-Mex as well.
Chicken fried steak with a little Tex-Mex
we'll
on the side.
We'll find that somewhere, won't we?
That's for sure. But I'll tell you, the Tigers have really been good. They have a look about them tonight of determination. Their persistence around the defensive play calling that Texas has had seems like the Tigers have just been one step ahead of them. Another thing is we're 4 for 5 in the second half. Texas is going to make a run, but we're going to cut this thing in segments. It's 15:56 now. Let's get to the 12-minute mark. Trade baskets with them a little bit. Don't let Texas get off on a big run, and I think we'll be okay.
Auburn has been to the line 6 times tonight, 5 out of 6. Texas 7 out of 10. Janai Broome at the free throw line coming out of the timeout for the and one. The foul was against Onyema. He has 2. He stays in the ball game because the starting post player for Texas, Caden Shedrick, has 3 fouls. Janai, a rebound away from his 70th career double-double. Free throw by Janai is good.
Really had a good look. Tigers will continue to press full court on dead ball situations or after made baskets where they make the Longhorns work to get it up the floor.
19-point lead is Auburn's largest of the ball game thus far. Pope against Pettiford, gets a screen. Now picked up by Broom and a switch. Left wing Kaluma, open three ball, good.
He's having a career night tonight, that's for sure. He's really played well. He scored the ball on the block. He scored the ball from the perimeter. He is really the Longhorns' bright spot tonight.
Chaney Johnson to Tahad Pettiford. Left wing for Ja'Kai Howard. Penetrates into the lane. Ooh, he lost it, but he was fouled. Thankfully fouled on his way to the basket.
One of these days you're going to see Ja'Kai Howard take one more bounce and then just flush that as a slam dunk on that play right there. He was really quick to get around his initial man.
Kaluma called for his first foul of the night. Auburn ball inbound underneath. Howard off the glass and in.
Well, they just ran it to perfection on the baseline out of bounds play. The Tigers continue to carve the Longhorns up.
18-point lead for Auburn, 15-11 in the second half. Kaluma way out of the left wing for the Longhorns. Top of the circle and a whistle and a foul is going to go against Janai Broom. It's the first foul on Janai. Out of bounds, down the right sideline for the Longhorns, 20 to shoot. Auburn leads by 18, 55-37. Into the backcourt for Jordan Pope. That's Jordan Pope to Kaluma. Bounce pass at the top, Onyema. Hands the ball to Pope. Off the left wing, drives, gets a step on Kelly. Off the glass, missed it, fouled by Miles.
They run that little play where they run a shallow cut, and he ball fakes going to the strong side, and he sweeps it through. He's really good at putting it on the deck and getting it to the baseline and getting the shot off on that play right there. And that's a hard play to cover defensively, and it may not be a bad idea. Don't want to get in foul trouble, but make him earn the baskets from the free throw line.
Parp getting his 78th career start tonight. Transfer out of Oregon State. Free throw is good by Jordan. Out of Oakley, California. Junior who played at prolific prep on the West Coast. Auburn's lead is 17. Pope can cut it to 16, and he does.
A good player. Texas is going to full court press now. They're going to try to put heavy pressure on Tahad. He does a great job getting the defensive, softening those guys up.
55-39, Auburn on top. At the top, Pettiford to Chaney Johnson, left wing Broom against Onyema. 12 to shoot, goes baseline, drives to the hole, put it up, and he was fouled by Onyema. And that's the third foul on Zayrick Onyema. It's going to send Janai to the line to shoot a pair for the Tigers.
It was a great one-on-one play by Broom. He just kind of lured him in. Eric tried to pressure him, thinking he's going to get a deflection on the ball, and then the power of Broom just as one step really goes hard to the basket.
Janai at the line for a pair. 13 points in the night for Janai. He has 9 rebounds and 4 assists. First free throw, good. It rattled, but it fell.
Changed his free throw percentage going into league play a little bit. And his concentration level is very high.
Second free throw from Janai, good.
Goes through his routine. He's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence.
57-39 Tigers, 14:36 to go, second half. Full court press by Auburn. Pope the inbound to Mark. Back to Pope, and Auburn will back up into its defense. Pope across midcourt. Between the legs dribble, left hand, gets a screen, drives to the right side of the circle. Howard stays right with him. Further down the right side, Tremont Mark. To the low post for Onyema against Broom, into the lane. Head fake, put it up, Janai blocked it, and rebounded it. He's got a double-double. Up the left side, Miles Kelly. Auburn by 18 points. Open three, Janai. Nope. Rebound, fought for, and it comes to Johnson for Texas. 57-39. Broom with a steal at the other end of the floor. Janai ahead to Miles Kelly. Chaney Johnson down the lane. Lost it. It comes underneath. Howard puts it in for the Tigers.
The Tigers have just beaten the Longhorns to the basketball, and it's on the floor. They're coming up with it. They're chasing loose balls down. They're hustling on defense, coming up with deflections.
It is a quiet Moody Center right now because Auburn has opened up a 20-point advantage with 13:42 to go in the second half. The experts at Sense Greenwood Carrier create cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation, offering total comfort care for your Tiger family in East Alabama and Huntsville. Visit senseofgreen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts. An update from Brad Law on the other side. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Isaac Okoro will trigger to Javon. Across midcourt with 5. McCormick, left side, drives to the basket, lobs it up there. It's good! And with 1/10 of a second to go! Javon McCormick down the lane. 1/10 to go, and Auburn has a lead.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Brad Law in the Auburn Sports Network studios updating the Yellowwood scoreboard. Georgia's 13-point win over Kentucky is by far the closest score involving SEC teams tonight. Missouri leads LSU by 21 with 15 minutes to go in Columbia, 57-36. And 14th-ranked Mississippi State could be a problem for folks this year. Bulldogs are 13-1, and they've opened up a 20-point lead at Vanderbilt. It was a 9-point game at the half. It's now 52-32. Bulldogs over the Commodores. Mississippi State is at Neville Arena 1 week from tonight. Should be a whale of a matchup. Still got to take care of business in Austin. 13 minutes and change to go. Tigers up 20 over the Longhorns. Back to the Moody Center. Rejoin the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
All right, Brad, thanks. There are a couple empty seats here at the Moody Center tonight. There may be a couple empty seats in Columbia this weekend. Maybe not. I guarantee you there aren't going to be any empty seats next Tuesday when Auburn hosts Mississippi State.
There's no doubt. If you don't come out and watch this basketball team play, you're certainly missing out, because this ball club has got a persistence, they've got a direction, they're certainly just superbly well coached. Got great talent on the front line, they've got terrific guard play, and they are really playing well.
59-39 Auburn, 13:42 to go in the second half. A timeout called by Texas. It's Auburn's biggest lead of the night. Tigers have outscored the Longhorns 11-2 on fast breaks and 17-2 off the bench. Larry at the top, off the left side for Kent. Kent hands to Trey Johnson. Johnson, 13 to shoot. Drives on Broom. Down the left side of the lane against Janai. Fadeaway by Johnson. He didn't get it. But the rebound to Kent goes up. He missed it. Rebound tap in. No, but a foul is called.
Unbelievable defense on the first initial wave. Broom did a great job moving his feet, not fouling on Johnson's shot. I think I've said that 2 or 3 times now. We just hadn't had the second guy to go up in there and clean up on a missed shot.
Miles Kelly was called for his second foul, and it sends Jason Kent to the line. He's out of Oak Forest, Illinois, transferred from Indiana State, also played at Bradley. And Kent's free throw is good. Got the kind bounce. Sister Jane, Janae plays basketball at Texas A&M. His father, Jason, former head coach at Houston Tillotson. Second free throw by Kent. He missed it. Rebound Broom. And there, he adds to another double-double, the 70th of his career. 32 at Auburn. 13-13. Second half, Auburn by 19 points, 59-40. Chaney Johnson, to Broom. Off the left wing, Miles Kelly. Curl, 3, Miles, didn't get it. Rebound, Chaney. One dribble, back up, got it!
Unbelievable effort by Ja'Kai Howard. Just goes straight up above everybody and lays it in.
Ja'Kai Howard with 6 points all in the second half, a drive to the floor, and a foul is called against Auburn. No, that's a foul against
Ja'Kai drew the charge.
Yeah, he sure did. He drew the charge on Jordan Pope. Cheney will come out. Chris Moore comes in for Auburn. Auburn has now out-rebounded Texas 23-20. But in the second half, 8-3 rebound edge for Auburn.
They're really just executing. They're just making Texas defend, and I'm not sure Texas really wants to.
Todd Pettiford behind the back dribble, spins right side of the lane, off the left wing, open three. Chris Moore, short. Rebound underneath Auburn. Shot is up, it's missed. Long rebound out of there, and this is Pope the other way for Texas. Pope on a drive to the hole, reverse layup, good.
Well, that's what they can do right there. You don't want to let them get started. Is speed the ball down and get it to the rack quickly, and Pope did an outstanding job then against the Tigers.
19-point lead for Auburn, 61-42, 12-15, second half of play. Chris Moore outside the arc between the circles to Todd Pettiford. 12-10 in the second half. Whistle foul. It's going to go against Chris Moore, an illegal screen. Is it against Chris Moore?
I think so.
Last play is under official review.
And they're going to look at this foul, and they're going to look at a review. I guess they're going to look and see if it's flagrant against Chris Moore. It'll be the second foul against Chris. 12:09 to go in the second half. I beg your pardon. The foul is against Julian Larry, and there's a timeout. So Auburn will have it when we come back. So it wasn't Moore, it was Larry that's called for the foul, and we've got a timeout. 12:09 in the second, Auburn 61, Texas 42. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for the Plains. The Auburn University Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big war eagle, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Tiger pride? Order your card now at regions.com/go Tigers. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota. Let's go places. Lease a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma SR5 for $389 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through February 3rd, 2025. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.88 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
I like what I like, and I do what I want.
If what you like is getting the highest payouts, getting the most free play, and finding more of your favorite games all on a spacious upscale gaming floor, then Wind Creek Wetumpka is your kind of fabulous. No matter what fabulous means to you, you'll find it here. Wind Creek Wetumpka. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cook's Pest Control presents Protect the Perimeter. Call Cook's Pest Control to guard your home and business from pests and termites.
Well, Auburn's done a nice job of protecting the perimeter against one of the best three-point shooting teams in the conference. Texas is only 2 of 7 tonight. So not only is Auburn limiting the basket, they're just limiting the attempts by Texas right now. Auburn 7 of 16 from 3. The foul going into the timeout was called against number 1, Julian Larry. And they were looking to see if there was a hook, I believe, on Larry as Chris Moore set a screen on the right wing.
Yeah, it was a really strong play as he was going around the screener. They kind of got wrapped up there, and it looked like he just fouled him. I'm not sure.
I think it will be ruled a common foul. I think.
But going back to the leading the SEC in three-point shooting is the Texas Longhorns. It's not a matter of them making a three-point shot tonight against the Auburn Tigers. It's a matter of them getting a shot.
By the way, that's the 8th foul against Texas in the second half. So Auburn shooting free throws for a lot of time here.
And it's going to be a long 12 minutes, Andy. And Tigers just need to be smart. We need to continue to play segment by segment. Let's get to the 8-minute mark. Trade baskets with them, or at least don't lose ground.
All right, it was ruled a common foul as Denver Jones has come in for Auburn. Well, they're shooting free throws.
Yeah, I think they got the hook on
Miles
Kelly.
Okay, and it's Larry. Wow, that was I apologize. So Miles Kelly just picked up his 3rd foul. And Larry made the first free throw. And makes the 2nd free throw.
That's what you always
And now
concerned
Texas
about.
has the ball out of bounds.
You're always concerned about the little things that grow and become mushroom and become bigger.
Well, the
when you're
official
on the
stats
road.
had the foul against Larry. As it turns out, it was Miles.
Kind of misled us there just
Sure
for a little
did.
bit.
Texas ball. 61-44, 12:08 in the second half. Can't let this mushroom.
That's for sure.
Johnson at the left wing. Between the circles for Kent. Right wing for Kaluma. Kaluma down the right side. Baseline right, Johnson. Working one-on-one against Pettiford. Fadeaway by Johnson. Got it.
Well, he's got an unbelievable touch. He can score that basketball. He's going to be a phenomenal player, one of the best freshmen in the SEC.
That was a 4-point trip down the floor for Texas. It trims Auburn's lead to 15 points, 61-46.
Just got to be careful right here. Whittle away, execute your offense.
Moore, left wing for Denver Jones. Inside for Janai, who gets double teamed. Gets it on the right wing for Ja'Kai Howard for 3. Ja'Kai missed it long. Ball out of bounds off of Shedrick. Auburn will keep it with 5 to shoot. 5 to shoot for Auburn.
Yeah, that was the Tigers were really fortunate right then.
Chaney Johnson in for Auburn, replacing Moore. Chad Baker-Mazzara for Auburn replaces Ja'Kai Howard. Auburn's lead is 15 points, 11-18 in the second half of play.
We're going to change the lineup a little bit, get a little bit more ammunition out there offensively, a little bit more age and experience.
6-0 run by Texas. Auburn ball, 5 to shoot. Right wing, Chaney Johnson. Bounce pass, Broom, free throw line. Got to shoot it, Janai. And Auburn runs out of time. Dogs on it. Chaney had a shot, didn't take it. Janai just ran out of time.
Yeah.
And Texas can work on a 15-point deficit right here. 61-46, 11-12 in the second half.
That's actually 3 possessions that it's not really gone the Tigers' way. Need to pick up our speed defensively.
Larry across midcourt for Texas, lobs it off the left side, saved by Johnson at the sideline. Top of the circle, Kent. Right wing, Kaluma against Chaney Johnson. Kaluma underneath for Johnson, a whistle and a foul against Tahad Pettiford.
Yeah, he's just using, Johnson is just using his size against Tahad. They're isolating him on what they call a shuffle cut. Low post, posted him up on the low post and just using his size against Tahad.
3rd foul against Tahad Pettiford. Lob inbound to Kent outside the arc. Kaluma, left wing for Julian Larry. Drives against Broom, gets cut off by Janai. 10 to shoot in the corner, knocked out of bounds by Pettiford. 10 on the shot clock for Texas. 10:47 in the second. Auburn 61, Texas 46. Longhorns right now on a 6-0 run. Out of bounds, near the corner, left baseline. Inbound to Larry. Gets a screen at the top. Gets Broom off his feet and drives to the hole and scores.
Kind of lost our discipline from the scouting report is Texas likes to shot fake.
And Bruce Pearl, excuse me. I think Shedrick
got some blood, I think, on his nose.
And for Texas, Jordan Pearl.
And he will come out. And Pope is in for Texas.
The Tigers are a little bit flat right now. I think they're going to use this. The coaches are going to use this to kind of reel in kind of get the Tigers back in check. Concentrate on the scouting report. Execute offensively. Play harder on defense.
The 30-second timeout called. Auburn ball leading by 13 points. Auburn has led by as many as 21. Shedrick will get back into the ball game for Texas, I believe.
One of the reasons why is they were going to take him out if play continued.
Right.
But when they decided that Auburn was going to call timeout, they could reinstitute him in the game, because most of the time you have to sit out and the clock has to turn before you can re-enter the game.
Pettiford, Denver, Chad Baker-Mazzara, Cheney, and Janai, the Auburn 5.
I think these next 2 minutes are important for the Tigers. You got to just kind of zero in a little bit better.
Auburn's lead down to 13 points. 8-0 run by the Longhorns. Time for Auburn to respond. Pettiford kicks it left wing for Denver Jones. Now to Cheney Johnson. Back to the wing, Denver. Low post for Janai, and he's fouled. I think Larry will be called for this foul.
The Tigers ran a little cross screen to get Broom the ball on the low post. Texas read that screen. They jumped over in the middle of it, but the size of Broom took up so much space against Larry, and Larry ended up fouling.
That is a foul against Larry that stands this time. That's the 8th foul against Texas in the second half. And Janai at the line for a 1 and bonus. 15 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 blocks on the night for Janai Broom. First of the 1 and bonus is good by Janai Broom.
Maybe that'll get us started back a little bit, playing a little bit more in rhythm. We're not really in rhythm on all 3 phases, offense, defense, and transition. Making these free throws, it's always important to kind of get back in rhythm, get your confidence.
Missed the second free throw. Auburn's lead is 14 points, 62-48. First miss of the night for Janai. From the free throw line, he's 4 or 5. 10-15 in the second. 8-1 run right now by Texas. Off the left wing, Kent. Down the left side, it goes for Kaluma against Broom. 3 ball by Kaluma. Good.
He's been on fire all night tonight. They've gone to him on every special play. He's really started to extend his range to the 3-point line as well.
It's an 11-point Auburn lead. We are far from over here tonight in Austin. Left wing, Denver. Inside the arc, free throw line, spins, fadeaway, Denver. Yes, it fell.
Beautiful step back. What a spin move by Denver Jones.
64-51 Tigers, 9:35 in the second half. Larry in the center circle against Pettiford, beats him to the basket. Wrap around to Shedrick against Janai, missed the reverse. Rebound for the Tigers. Pettiford out of the pack for Auburn. Up the floor across midcourt. Tahad looks to the sideline for the call. Drives off the left wing, step back, 3 ball. Pettiford didn't get it. Kaluma rebounds for Texas. Auburn's lead is 13 points, 64-51. Kaluma against Cheney Johnson, now Broom. Right side, Kaluma drives, fadeaway, Kaluma, good.
He's on fire, he's having a career night.
Sure is.
He's a tough matchup. He's scoring from the left side of the floor, the right side of the floor, on the block, and especially from the 3-point line.
Back to an 11-point ball game for Auburn. Texas has made 5 of its last 6. 64-53 Tigers. Cheney Johnson hands to Tahad Pettiford. Out on the right wing, shot clock at 9. Tahad straight away against Larry to the free throw line. Tahad put it up, it's blocked out of bounds by Shedrick with 2.4 seconds on the shot clock.
They're just doing a lot better job defending Tahad on his drive. We're not getting clean ball screens to kind of free him up a little bit.
Got to be a quick one here for Auburn.
That's for sure. Two seconds to get it a shot off, right?
Inbound Broom, Janai from about 8. Didn't get it. Rebound Texas. They can cut the lead to single digits right here. Right wing Johnson, baseline right, put up a fadeaway, it was blocked. Auburn the other way, Pettiford on a breakaway, drives and put it up, it was blocked. Out of bounds off Auburn. No foul underneath as Pettiford was knocked to the floor. Texas ball after Cardwell in for Auburn, along with Miles Kelly. Cheney Johnson comes out, so does Pettiford for Auburn.
We're going to continue to do a little bit of rotation right here. We've got 15 seconds before the 8-minute media. We need to do a good job on this defensive possession.
Ike Auburn was looking for a goaltend on that dunk attempt.
He just pinned him right up against the glass, didn't he?
Auburn's lead is 11, 64-53, 8:04 second half. Larry drives and gets fouled by Denver. Second foul on Denver. Momentum right now for Texas at the 8:03 mark of the second half. And Texas now shooting a 1 and bonus for the rest, or shooting free throws, I should say, for the rest of the night.
They've gone back to their original game, guard-oriented, hard drives, duck their head and just take it strong to the basket. And now it's kind of going in their favor. They're drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line.
Larry, 90% from the line, a 1 and bonus. The first is good. We're down to a 10-point lead. 8:03 in the second half. Auburn has gone 1 of its last 8 from the field, and Texas has cut what once was a 21-point lead down to 10. Larry can cut the lead to 9 right here. And he does.
They've got a little momentum going right now. It's important for the Tigers to do a good job, withstand this little run that Texas has given this.
Miles Kelly, way outside on the left wing, 18 to shoot. Now straight away, Miles. Screen from Cardwell. Kelly, right wing, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, 10 to shoot. CB&S puts it on the floor, drives down the lane, puts it up there, got it!
Beautiful drive, nice floater. We were looking for an offensive spark, and Chad Bacon-Mazzara gave us one right there.
9 all in the second half for CB&S. Back to an 11-point Auburn lead. Texas ball. Larry drives on Denver. Goes up, missed it, hit the bottom of the backboard, got the rebound. In the corner, can't free. In and out! Rebound, Broom had it, lost it, it comes to CB&S. Oh, Kent's shot was down the cylinder and came out.
Absolutely amazing. In a physical game around that basket on the rebound.
Chad Bacon-Mazzara at the left sideline, a screen from Janai. Hesitation move, pull-up jumper, didn't get it. Rebound Cardwell, out to the wing again for Broom. Auburn by 11, shot clock at 16. Janai, right wing, Miles Kelly head fake, 3-ball, got it!
Bang, 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 3-point shot by Miles Kelly. That was a dagger to the horns right there.
Auburn's lead is back to 14 points. 69-55 Tigers. Kelly called, nope, a timeout called by Texas. That ball was loose, and they gave Texas a timeout. We'll take it as well. 6:37 in the second. Auburn 69, Texas 55. Take on game day with a great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? You try and decide. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
21-20 Auburn. 9:05 in the first half. Quinterly works on Kessler. They leave him alone. He goes up, and it was blocked against the backboard by Smith. The other way, Jabari, free throw line, down the lane with the left hand. Good. My goodness, from coast to coast, Jabari Smith.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
Today's highlight is brought to you by Toyota. At home or on the road, they're never the underdog. Toyota, let's go places. Get 9% APR for 36 months on a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma Hybrid. Offer valid through February 3rd, 2025. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.08 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details.
It's 3 a.m. in Kansas City. You could be ordering Whataburger, but you're not. You're staring at the ceiling thinking about that one time in 2003 when you told the whole class that your dad was personal friends with George Washington and that he sends you Christmas presents. Wouldn't you rather be eating a honey butter chicken biscuit? Crispy chicken drizzled with sweet honey butter sauce, all wrapped up with a fresh biscuit. And it's available at Whataburger, 11 p.m. to 11 a.m. Think about breakfast, not George Washington. What a burger.
Brad Law back in the Auburn Sports Network studios as we update the Yellowwood scoreboard. Well, similar to what we saw in Austin, some teams are trying to scratch their way back in from 20-point deficits. LSU has trimmed the Missouri lead to 12. Tigers still on top of the Bayou Bengals 66-54 with just under 8 minutes to go in Columbia. And in Nashville, under 9 minutes to go, the Mississippi State lead, which was over 20 at Vanderbilt, is now down to 14, 61-47. the score. 8.5 minutes to go in that matchup. Auburn leads Texas 69-55 as we get you back out to Austin. Guys, seemed like after the hook and hold was called against Miles Kelly, Auburn lost a little bit of starch, but those starters are back in, and they gain a little bit of momentum right before the timeout as we send it back now to the Moody Center. Rejoin Andy Burcham and Coach Randall Dickey.
I think that's partly, Brad, the mark of a mature basketball team. Randall Dickey. Just at they got the lead to 9, and Auburn responded and leads now by 14, 69-55. Janai Broom, Auburn's leading scorer, with 16 points. He has 12 rebounds, 5 assists. 18 points for Miles Kelly on the night. They're the only one in double figures. Leading scorer is Arthur Kaluma. With 25 points, he has 8 rebounds to lead the Horns. Texas at the free throw line is Trey Johnson, 87% from the line. It's a 1 in bonus. After the foul against Miles Kelly, by the way, that is Miles. I take that back. Johnson with the free throw. It's good.
He's another good player. He's a young man. He's one of the best freshmen in the league. Can really score it.
And he missed the second free throw.
Good for him.
Rebounded by Dylan Cardwell. Auburn's lead is 13. 69-56. Denver Jones runs the point. Backdoor. Chaney Johnson. Double hand slammerino.
What an outstanding play call by the bench. Coming out of the timeout and setting that up. Knowing how Texas plays, they just opened it up, and boy, did Chaney Johnson rise high for the slam.
3-ball Johnson, left wing, in and out, rebound Chaney. Auburn's lead is 15 points as we approach the 6-minute mark of the second half. Denver across midcourt.
Going into a little bit more clock management. They're up 71-56, 6 minutes to go.
At the top, Dylan Cardwell. Back to Denver Jones. Right wing, pull up, 3-ball, Miles, in and out. Rebound run down by Julian Larry.
Defensive transition right here. Keep him out of the paint.
Larry, right side of the lane, now backs up to the top of the circle.
Job. Really good job of the Tigers.
Trey Johnson against Denver Jones, 18 to shoot. Spins down the right side of the lane, fade away by Johnson. Missed it short, rebound Denver. Auburn races ahead. Denver to the basket. Up and under. They got in the rim. Auburn loses the ball out of bounds. They got in the rim on the shot.
Pulled it down.
Goodness gracious, you got to call that. The ball has to be on the rim, according to Terry Oglesby, for that to be basket interference. All right, Auburn ball, 5:27 in the second half.
Looked like a shot to me.
I agree, but I guess the ball wasn't on the rim when they pulled the rim down.
Still maintain possession.
Yeah, that's the key
here. Baseline out of bounds by the Tigers. Execute. You got a 23 seconds on the shot clock.
Inbound Chris Moore, left wing Denver Jones. Denver, right wing for Miles Kelly, to Denver, at fake it free. Now Miles with 15 to shoot. Head fake, drives down the lane. Ball knocked out of his hand from behind. 13 to shoot for Auburn. Auburn will trigger baseline right. 71-56 Tigers. Chad Baker-Mazzara beats feet to get in the ballgame, replacing Chris Moore. Out of bounds, baseline left. Chaney Johnson triggers inbound for Chad Baker. To Denver Jones. Shot clock at 10, now Cardwell. Denver, 8 to shoot for Auburn. A curl by Chad Baker-Mazzara, and he is bailed out on a foul by Tremont Mark, his third foul, and that sends Auburn to the free throw line for a 1 in bonus. That's the 9th foul against Texas. Chad Baker-Mazzara back at the stripe for Auburn for a 1 in bonus.
It's amazing how the game goes to matchups. Chad Baker-Mazzara has had a great matchup this half, and they have ran the offense through him, and he has really delivered.
Lefty from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Free throw, it hit the iron, hit the glass, it fell through. Auburn 72, Texas 56. Texas is 0 of its last 5, 1 of its last 7, no field goals in the last 3, 53. That's after they cut the lead to 9. Chad Baker got both. 48 consecutive free throws as he continues to set that record at Auburn.
What an amazing feat.
73-56 Auburn on top. Pope Top of the circle, Shedrick picks up the dribble. Hands off the left side for Kent. Kent against Chad Baker. Lost the ball, gets it out in the corner. Shot clock at 14. Down the baseline, whistle and a foul. And Chad Baker Mazzara knocked Jordan Pope out of bounds, and he'll go to the line for a 1 and bonus. With 4:52 to go in the second half, and Auburn's lead is up to 17 points, 73-56.
Jordan Pope at the line, shooting 1-1.
Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit mindyatparadise.com. Pope at the line, a 1 and bonus for Texas. Free throw by Pope is good. I don't think the net even moved as that one went through.
He's a good player. They've got a good set of guards. The Tigers have really done a good job defensively.
Pope knocks home both.
Just like to see the Tigers get through this last minute. It's 4:50 to go, 73-58.
Tigers on top, Denver Jones. Right hand dribble, foul. Kent against Chad Baker Mazzara.
Fouls on number 25, Jason Kent.
First foul on Jason Kent. And CBM back at the stripe, and Auburn shooting in the double bonus the rest of the night. So is Texas for the rest of the night upon Auburn's next foul. Everything that Chad Baker Mazzara has put on the scoreboard in the second half in the game has come in the second half. Free throw by CBM, good.
There's one thing I will brag on him also. Even though he did not score baskets in the first half, his defense
didn't score a point.
His defense was really good.
And now he's got 12 points here in the second half. 4:44 to go. 74-58 Tigers. Chad Baker with the free throw, it is good. And that streak now at 50 consecutive. Miles Kelly out. Chris Moore comes in for Auburn. Denver Jones, Dylan Cardwell, Chaney Johnson in for Janai Broome, and Chad Baker Mazzara, the Auburn 5. 75-58 Tigers. 7:38 to go in the second half. On the right wing, Kaluma had fake it three, drives to the basket, goes up, puts it in. Oh, they're going to give him the bucket. They gave him the basket.
A little bit of an NBA continuation
Holy
right there.
cow.
They fouled him at the free throw line.
Arthur Kaluma at the line.
Chance for a three-point play for Kaluma.
It's never easy in conference play when you're on the road.
Broome will come in, so does Miles Kelly. Miles came in for Chaney. Miles came in for Chris Moore. Broome in for Chaney. Chance for a three-point play for Kaluma. That was continuation at best.
There's no any doubt.
4:33 in the second half. He's cut the lead to 15. Cuts it to 14 with that three-point play.
Texas is going to be hot on their full court press now. They're in desperation mode to really apply pressure.
Inbound Janai Broome works it up Denver Jones works it up the floor against Pope. And across
really
midcourt.
well.
Auburn's lead is 14 points. Denver hits Cardwell. Right back to Denver Jones. Now to Chad Baker Mazzara in the key. Step back three ball. CBM missed it. Rebound Broome underneath. It comes to Cardwell. To the corner. Miles Kelly to the hole. Reverse layup. Didn't get it. Rebound tapped out to Cardwell. To Denver at the top. Left wing. Miles Kelly on the wing. We approach the 4-minute mark of the second half. 3 straight possessions. And this time down the floor for Auburn. 75-61 Tigers. Low post Broome. Works against Kaluma. Janai, 5 to shoot. Janai spins baseline, gets double teamed. Gets it back, throws it away. Here's Mark the other way for Texas. They're 3-on-1. Pope to the basket, put it up, and it's good. Goaltend against Auburn. And that trims the lead down to 12. 3:43 to go, final media timeout. Auburn 75, Texas 63. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. Stay tuned, Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
It's that time of year again, Auburn basketball. And as this year's team makes history, you can catch every second of the historic run at Baumhauer's Victory Grill. With 77 TVs, you won't miss a second of Auburn basketball while enjoying our famous wings, cold beer, and of course, gooey fries. And don't forget Tiger Talk on Thursdays throughout the season, live with Coach Bruce Pearl in-house discussing all things Auburn basketball. Located on 2353 Bent Creek Road off of Exit 57 on I-85. War Eagle.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to the superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right. Guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. Call for a Redmont and water at bars and restaurants throughout the great state of Alabama. Redmont Vodka, available at select ABC stores and package stores. Redmont Vodka is 8 times distilled, gluten-free, and is made from non-GMO corn. Looking to support a local business? Redmont Distilling is Alabama proud and minority owned. Learn more online at redmontdistilling.com.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
3:43 in the second. Auburn 75, Texas 63. Before we get back to action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Happy birthday, Marquise Daniels, today. On the Auburn staff, former Tiger great.
Does a sensational job with the players. Guy that had a phenomenal career at Auburn as well as in the NBA. It is just one of the most humble, gentle, enjoyable young men to be around.
Daughter Soraya, one of the key members of Coach Jay's Auburn women's basketball team. Tigers are back at Neville Arena Thursday night at 6, hosting Arkansas. Britt Bowen, Dr. Larry DeShare on the call, locally on ESPN 106.7 in the Auburn area and on the Auburn Tigers app. It's a big one for the Tigers. For Auburn, Denver Jones, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, Chaney Johnson, Miles Kelly, and Janai Broom.
Well, the
Auburn 5.
The Tigers have done an outstanding job in a lot of segments in the second half. This is the biggest one.
Huge.
Next 3 minutes and 43 seconds. You talk about a big feather in the Tigers' hat. And come away with a win of this Longhorn team.
Auburn's gone 2 minutes and 42 seconds without a field goal. That needs to stop.
Need to get to the free throw line.
Auburn 13 of 15 from the line tonight. Texas 18 of 23. Inbound to Denver Jones. He's double teamed. Now back to Chaney. And Denver will bring it up the floor against Jordan Pope. Auburn by 12, 3:35, second half on a counting clock. Denver at the right wing. His Chad Bacon-Mazzara at the top. Gets a screen from Broom. Doesn't use it. Left hand now does use the screen. Gets the ball to Broom on the slip. Drives to the hole. Put it up. Almost got it to fall.
Boy, he did.
And Janai will go to the line for a couple.
That would have been a backbreaker for the Horns. So what a short roll, pick and roll, two-man play between Mazzara and Broom right there. Great bounce pass between the Horn defenders by Mazzara. Unbelievable catch by Broom, and almost got a finish, but he'll get 2 free throws.
Trey Johnson picks up his second foul. Janai at the free throw line for Auburn. Free throw is good. He's 5 of 6 from the line tonight. More in.
Really shot free throws well.
Second free throw from Broom. Good.
Tigers are going to continue to apply not hot pressure full court, but enough pressure to make the Longhorns dribble it up the floor.
Trey Johnson walks it across midcourt. Auburn's lead is 14 with 3:15 in the second. Johnson has to pick up his dribble off the left side for Kaluma. Kaluma against Chris Moore at the top. 3 ball by Kaluma. Didn't get it. Oh, it did go in. My bad.
What a touch. Sometimes when you play, the moon and the stars are just aligned, and tonight Kaluma has had that.
77-66 Auburn. 2:54 to go in the second half. Kaluma with 31 points. Denver Jones at the right wing. 2:48 to go. Chad Baker-Mazara at the top. Low post, Broom. Janai to the hole with the left hand, didn't get it. Rebound out of there, pulled in by Mark. Off the left side for Pope. Pope on the wing. Auburn's lead is down to 11. Pope against Chaney. Drives past Chaney and banks it in.
Tough matchup for Chaney.
And a whistle and a foul on Pope in the backcourt will send Denver Jones to the line to shoot 2 as Auburn's lead is down to 9 with 2:26 to go in the second half. This one's going down to the buzzer, friends, in Austin.
It's a 3-possession game if you're looking at it through the horns.
Denver Jones at the line, 4-2 for Auburn. He missed it. A 94% free throw shooter. He can get the lead to 10 right here as Cardwell checks in for Auburn, replacing Chaney Johnson.
Tigers are going to go with their strength, defensive prowess.
Boy, there's a lot of time left in this one.
You are not kidding.
Second free throw by Denver. Got the second to fall. It's a 10-point Auburn lead.
10-point game. Cannot give up 3-point shots and foul a jump shooter on a 2. Make them earn it. If they make it, they make it. Make them earn it. Make them earn time to do it.
Auburn's lead is 10. Pope near the center circle for Texas. They spread it out. Pope gets a screen. Picked up by Chad Baker-Mazara. Near the lane. He had 10 to shoot. Johnson on the wing goes baseline. Underneath the basket. Pinned underneath the basket. Reverse blocked. Comes to Pope. Fadeaway Pope. Good, and a foul on the play.
One thing he didn't want to do, he defended for 28 seconds sensationally, and then foul and jump shot with 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
And Chad Baker-Mazara is on his back on the floor. Pope with a chance for a 3-point lead. Chad Baker holding his left arm up near the shoulder. It's down to an 8-point Auburn lead with 1:59 to go in the second half. And they're going to look at an official review. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what they're looking at right here.
They're looking to see whether he was intentionally pulled down on his shoulder.
Brad said a hook and hold.
Maybe a hook and hold, bringing Chad Baker-Mazara down. 1:59 to go in the second half. 78-70 Auburn. Right now, Jordan Pope going to the free throw line for the and 1 to cut the lead to 7, but they are looking at a possible hook and hold on Texas.
Wrapped him up.
Just looking at the replay, that's exactly what happened.
Wrapped him up.
Yeah, that's
hold him over the top of his shoulder.
That was a WWE move.
Well, it could have been a very serious move. Could have pulled your shoulder out of socket. It could have really been a serious injury there.
Terry Oglesby and Joe Lindsay just to our right, taking a look at this call. Now, did the foul occur before Pope shot? Well, I don't know.
Not surely looking at the foul. What a block by Mazara.
Right.
Great effort to block the shot. And again, I said this 3 or 4 or 5 times tonight. The second effort to clean up the rebound was not there.
Yeah. They're taking a long time on this review.
Yeah, this is when he reaches with the other arm and kind of closes his body in with Mazara's arm inside his body.
And then kind of took him down to the floor.
I think that's very serious right there.
78-70. Texas has made 5 of its last 6 field goals. Auburn has gone 4 minutes and 26 seconds without a field goal. And that's a result. It's an 8-point ball game with Jordan Pope going to the free throw line to cut the lead to 7, but they're looking at a hook and hold potentially against Texas that wrestled Chad Baker-Mazara to the floor.
This is going to be interesting, Andy, on what you're going to come away with, because you got, it's a 3-possession game. Free throws could be important for Auburn or Texas.
And now the 2 officials, and now all 3 officials will talk about it.
So you're 3 possession game on the shot on the clock, but then you're about a 4 to 5 point possessions on the game clock. Big difference right there.
All right. Terry Oglesby is explaining everything to the scorers table, which leads me to believe.
Wonder if we'll be able to hear him through the mic here.
I don't think we will. They're going to talk to both head coaches before the announcement is made to the crowd here. I think there is going to be a hook and hold against Texas.
I do too.
Now, does the basket for Pope count?
I don't think there's any doubt. I think they're going to give Texas the 3-point shot free throw after the foul, and then I think they're going to give Auburn maybe a 1-and-1.
Well, wouldn't it be a 2-shot foul? Chad Baker's holding that left shoulder. Or is it 1?
It's a flagrant 1.
All right.
Which will be a 1 shot.
All right, so it is a flagrant 1 against Trey Johnson. Jordan Pope will be allowed to shoot the and 1, which would cut the lead to 7.
Possession would go to.
Well, Auburn will shoot free throws after this. So Pope makes the 3-point play, and now Chad Baker-Mazara is at the line to shoot 2 for Auburn. It's down to a 7-point Auburn lead with 1:59 to go. He's shooting 2 shots. First, good. He's 7 of 7 tonight. 79-71 Auburn, 1:59 to go in the second half. Standing by himself at the free throw line. It is up. He missed it.
The first miss in a while.
So it's 51 consecutive free throws now. That's the record for Auburn. And now Auburn has the ball, leading by 8 with 1:59 to go.
I think that's the most important thing, is you also get possession of the ball. It's imperative to get to the free throw line, get an easy basket right here, because everything is about 4 possessions away from this game being over.
Inbound Miles Kelly, Auburn by 8, 1:56 and counting. Miles races forward across midcourt, trying to get the ball to Denver. Instead, he gets the ball to Chaney Johnson. To Denver Jones between the circles. 14 on the shot clock. Auburn by 8. 1:40 to go second half. Denver Jones to Chaney Johnson at the top. Off the right side, it's Janai Broom. 4. Janai got hit in the face. Down to 2. Fadeaway by Broom. Got it! By 18 feet on the left side.
Fall-away jumper was a dagger for the Texas Longhorns.
And a technical's been called on Denver. He got hit in the face before he shot it, and then they called it technical because he went over to Terry Oglesby to say that he was hit in the face.
A little bit too emphatic on explaining your position there.
Free throw is good by Pope. 9-point Auburn lead. Technical foul. They will get the ball back now. That's the big thing right here.
Possession is most important right now.
Pope makes both free throws. 81-73 Auburn, Texas basketball. Broom made a miracle shot, but then argued that he was hit in the face, and he was teed up on the play. And now Texas got the free throws. Cardwell in, Chaney Johnson out. Down to an 8-point Auburn lead, 81-73. Texas basketball with 1:22 to go.
Big defensive stand right here, but the Auburn Tigers would be a huge possession.
Johnson, one-on-one against Chad Baker-Mazara, penetrates, gets cut off, fadeaway. Johnson got it. 6-point lead. 81-75 Auburn. Inbound to Chad Baker-Mazara. They come to their feet at Moody Center. CB&S across midcourt, down the lane to the basket, laid it in. Drove all the way to the hole. Back to an 8-point Auburn lead, 55 seconds to go.
Get the ball under
Johnson,
control.
Kaluma, a 3 to cut the lead in half. He does it. Timeout, Texas. 50.2 seconds to go. And Auburn's lead down to 5, 83-78. a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here during the timeout. A career night for Arthur Kaluma.
He's been outstanding.
34 points for Kaluma tonight, including 5 of 6 3-pointers.
You had about a minute 23 left on the clock. I thought they usually about 4 possessions left. They went 4 quick possessions on both teams. Now we've got our hands full with 50 seconds left.
Texas has 1 timeout remaining, Auburn with 2. 50.2 seconds to go. 50 and 2/10 seconds, and Auburn's lead is 5, 83-78. Double-figure nights for Janai Broome. It's 12 rebounds, another double-double. 16 and 4 for Chad Bacon-Mazzara. Miles Kelly, 18 points and 3. Arthur Kaluma, 34 points with 8 rebounds. 17 for Jordan Pope, 11 for Trey Johnson, and a huge offensive possession coming up for Auburn, leading by 5 with 50.2 seconds to go.
That's for sure. Number one, you got to get the ball inbounds. You got to go the length of the floor, executing a half-court set. They're going to run some kind of cross screen, some kind of diagonal screen for Broome.
Full length of the floor to go for Auburn. Chaney Johnson will trigger. Inbound in the corner for Denver Jones. Spins out of traffic. Picks it up. Throws it ahead and throws it away. Ball is loose. Left wing Pope, a 3. Missed it short. Rebound. Miles Kelly tries to save it. Knocked out of bounds by Texas. Auburn ball. Boy, Auburn caught a break there, didn't it?
I don't know. They're going to look at it and see who it actually went out on. I don't know. The ball was up in the air. I'm not for sure he was on the line when he left the floor. But he kind of looked like he tried to throw it off of Miles Kelly.
Yeah. The ruling is it's Auburn ball. The Texas fans are convinced it's Texas ball. 37 seconds to go in this one. And it's either Auburn ball full length of the floor to go, or Texas has the ball trailing by 5 at its end of the floor and 37 seconds to go. As the 2 officials, Terry Oglesby and Joe Lindsay, review this ball out of bounds, ruled against Texas. I'm sorry, that's Terry Oglesby and Byron Jarrett getting the review right here.
I think the ball was already out on Miles Kelly. I think he was on the line initially. But if they go with the actual play, it looks like it's out on the Tigers. It's going to be Texas's ball.
It is Texas ball.
You got a 5-point lead. You have 37 seconds.
Texas will keep the basketball.
They'll reset the shot clock to 20, I think.
Right. 37 seconds on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Dylan Cardwell, Janai Broome, Denver Jones, Miles Kelly, Chad Bacon-Mazzara, the Auburn 5. Johnson, Pope, Kaluma, Mark, and Shedrick. So both teams starting 5 out there right now. The shot clock at 20. The game clock now at 38.1. So a little bit more time right here. Pope will trigger into the corner for Shedrick. To Kaluma. Kaluma at the top. To the right wing it goes for Pope against Broome, and a foul against Janai. Sends Pope to the free throw line. My goodness. 33 seconds to go in this one, and Auburn's lead is 5, and Pope is at the line where he is 9 of 9 tonight. Pettiford will come in for Auburn after the first free throw attempt by Pope. Golly, Auburn just trying to get this one to the finish line, friends.
It just really went flat.
Pope's free throw is good.
They're going to have to win. The Tigers are going to have to win at least one possession.
Cardwell out, Pettiford in, another good free throw shooter for Auburn.
Maybe 2 possessions. They need to win an offensive possession and then one shutout defensively to ice it.
Pope at the line can cut the lead to 3 right here. Make it a 1-possession game. And he does. He's 11 of 11 from the line. And they'll bring Julian Larry in for defense, replacing Pope. Full length of the floor to go for Auburn. The Tigers' lead is 3. 33 seconds to go. Inbound to Pettiford. Tahad works against Julian Larry up the floor. Gets it across midcourt. They jump into a double team. He gets rid of it to Denver Jones. Jones with 21 on the game clock. Denver on the left wing. Spins. Brings it. Fouled by Shedrick. With 17.4 seconds to go, and Denver goes to the line for a couple. Biggest free throws perhaps of Denver Jones' Auburn career right here. He is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe tonight. He can make it a 2-possession game right here with 17.4 seconds to go. The foul against Shedrick is his 4th. Denver Jones on the night, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Auburn has 15 assists on the night. It's a 2-shot foul for Denver. First is good.
Beautifully done, just barely did tickle the twine. What confidence Denver Jones has had.
Larry out, Pope in. Cardwell for defense is in for Auburn, and Pettiford is out for Auburn. Jones can take the lead to 5 again with 17.4 seconds remaining. And he does.
Let's get a stop. Auburn Tigers are going to press softly just to make the Longhorns work it to try to burn some
Pope
clock.
races forward across midcourt, 13 seconds in the second half. Left wing down, Mark is fouled, and Denver Jones goes down, and he's holding his right knee. And it's going to send Mark to the line with 11.2 seconds to go with Auburn leading by 5. Oh boy, Denver holding his left lower leg. He gets some help. I don't know if they banged knees right there.
I think so, yeah, I think he did. I think he'll be all right. He just doesn't need to rub it very hard.
Yeah.
He's walking it off.
Tremont Mark at the line, 72% this season at the free throw line. He gets a couple. He's 1 of 2 from the line tonight. 11.2 seconds to go. Auburn 85, Texas 80.
Vitally important the Tigers seal off, rebound the ball if it's missed, but if he makes both of them, 1-possession game, you've got to be able to get the ball in bounds and protect it because they've got to foul you and stop the clock.
First free throw is good by Mark.
And for Texas, Julian Larry for Jordan Pope.
Big play right here, whether the ball goes in or whether it's missed.
Free throw by Mark is good.
So right now you got a 3-point game.
A timeout called by Texas, a 30. That allows Pettiford to get into the lineup for Auburn, replacing Cardwell. Got good free throw shooters out there for Auburn. May have to shoot free throws to ice this one. 11.2 seconds to go, and Auburn's lead down to 3, 85-82.
Well, it's imperative that the Tigers, after a made basket, they're going to be able to run the baseline. The throw-in guy, the guy that's taking the ball out of bounds, needs to move in a good position and being able to deliver the ball to his teammate where he can do something with it. And that's the definition of a passer, be able to throw the ball to your teammate where he can do something with it, because as soon as it comes in, Texas is going to play for the steal initially, and then they're going to foul because they have to stop the clock. The clock is against them.
11.2 seconds remaining, full length of the floor to go for Auburn. Auburn holding on to a 3-point lead, 85-82 at Texas.
They're going to bring Denver Jones back to midcourt, give him a little bit of a running start. Him and Pettiford will probably be the guys.
CB&M triggers inbound to Pettiford, stays out of the double team. Still shy of midcourt, gets it across midcourt with 6 seconds to go, and he's fouled with 6 seconds exactly to go.
Texas let a lot of time roll off the clock. This is a nice time for Tahad.
Pettiford gets a couple. Tahad has not scored in the second half. Pettiford with 8 points on the night. 2 huge free throws for the freshman out of Jersey City, New Jersey. Averaging 10 points a game in the SEC. He has 8 points. He gets 2 free throws right here. First rattles around and falls through.
Absolutely strong-minded young man. We have been a part of, witnessed two sensational freshman performers tonight in Johnson and Tahad Pettiford, that's for sure.
Second free throw from Tahad. Nothing but net there, and Auburn's lead is 5. Pettiford comes out, Cardwell comes in. 6 seconds to go, and Auburn leads by 5, 87-82. Full length of the floor to go. Kaluma, the inbound 4, Texas 2, Pope. Pope races forward against Denver Jones. Top of the circle, 3 ball. Pope missed it short. Rebound comes to Chad Baker-Mazara, and Auburn wins it. And with the win, Bruce Pearl becomes Auburn's all-time leading winner as the head coach. 214 wins for Bruce Pearl as the Auburn head coach. He breaks the previous mark set by the legendary Joel Eves. You got to say this, Bruce Pearl now in that legendary mark as well. Auburn wins it, 87-82. Boy, this one got tight down the stretch, Randall Dickey.
What an outstanding game. The Tigers were in total control throughout 75% of the game. Texas makes a run about the same time the Tigers kind of go flat. But I will say this, the eyes of Texas was blinded by the speed, the wingspan, and the tenacious battle of the War Eagle, that's for sure.
Auburn led tonight 34 minutes and 35 seconds, but it got close down the stretch. Got to within 3 a couple times down the stretch, but the Tigers prevailed in Austin and improved to 2-0 in the SEC. Number 1 fell tonight and fell flat at Florida. Back on the road for Auburn Saturday at South Carolina. The Tigers 14-1 in the season, 2-0 in the SEC. 20 points tonight for Janai Broom, the Wind Creek high score for the Tigers. Elevate your game plan to fabulous. Play the hottest games, win fabulous rewards at Wind Creek Casinos and on the Casinoverse app. The final score tonight in Austin, Auburn 87, Texas 82. Stay tuned, the Regions Bank postgame show is next. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the new and improved Auburn Game Day app. It's fully customized